Hey guys, welcome back to the Break Room Podcast, and we've got just 3 of us tonight. Unfortunately, Joe couldn't make it.
Thanks, Joe.
But unfortunately for Joe, we're gonna have wrestling opinions that he's just not gonna be able to.
Oh boy, he's gonna
retort
be
about.
itching.
So we could say
Bret Hart sucks.
He's gonna be in the comment section.
no.
How do you feel about that?
His ears are ringing.
I'm still
and
saying that we should get
Bret
the cardboard cutout of Shawn
Chris
Michaels.
is just trying to
put in
bait
his
him. He's
spot.
trying to get him out of his
He
hole.
wants him,
bitch.
wants him not own.
Joe
Oh,
called
my
out.
God.
But we're excited to be back for another episode, and
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. You know,
Yeah.
people are superstitious about it, but I mean, we're Italian. 13 is a lucky number
it's
for
a lucky
Italians,
number for
so.
us.
Nothing really ever.
Yeah, you're superstitious.
I don't
I'm a little
remember anything
superstitious.
bad ever happening on Friday the 13th to me.
One.
Ever.
Talking about Jason here.
I mean, Jason. That's
it.
but that's
Yeah.
also
Shit here.
fictitious. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
That was a good,
maybe.
You ever played the Friday the 13th game?
no. It's,
Yeah, it's
well,
a great
yes,
game.
yeah. I played
Really
it
good
around.
game.
It's
Hunter
terrible.
Survivor game.
Terrible.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah,
I thought you
yeah.
meant the one on the Nintendo. Yeah.
No, dude. It
that
was
was
the
terrible
Friday
game,
the
truly
13th
horrible.
game. It was like a survival game. You would start off. You were all the camp, like the camp kids.
If I didn't play that one, I definitely played one of the ones that was just like it. I don't
Yeah, there was
remember.
that other game that like they had all the had
by
all,
Daylight.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
might have
They
been
had
Dead
all the
by
horror
Daylight
guys
or
in
something
that.
Well,
like
there
that.
was Dead by Daylight, but there was what the fuck was it called?
I'm terrible at this game.
Maybe it was Dead by Daylight. What's the one that goes? No, 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 no.
I'm terrible at that game, too.
You remember it was like a really like fun song in the menu. Fucking.
No,
Come on, my memory, dude.
No
You're
frame
playing
of
games
reference.
with me.
It was just like that though, and you can unlock all of the horror.
Can't remember
people in
anything.
it.
Remember?
So you could play as fucking Michael Myers. You could play as fucking
Wasn't that Dead by
Jason. You
Daylight?
could play. Was it Dead by Daylight?
That
Pretty sure
was,
it's Dead by
that
Daylight.
was Dead by
Yeah.
Daylight.
And like, did it not have the official names, or did it have the official names?
It might have had the official name.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Dead by Daylight.
I know there was one
But
game that got in
the
trouble.
Friday the 13th game was really cool. You were all the little kids. Somebody was Jason.
That shit
He
was
had
fun.
powers, and
Yeah.
that was actually the first game me and Joe played online together. I think.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, Clemente played.
yeah.
Nice.
No shit.
We're gonna keep calling him out. We should just start cutting promos on Joe. That's what we
I will
should do.
definitely do that.
We should
If
talk about
cut
all his
any
favorite
promos
shit.
ever.
Next Friday, Joe. If you're not here, you're a bitch, and Bret Hart sucks.
If you're not here,
Calling
if
you
if you
out.
call out next week, we're gonna have a Shawn Michaels physical.
We're
cutout
fucking getting this. Yeah,
put in your spot.
we'll get
to
the
sit
cutout.
next to me on the couch.
absolutely.
Chris is gonna start rubbing the autograph off of the belt just to really.
We're
I
gonna
would-
have
I
the
would
cardboard
like that.
cutout, kick a cardboard cutout of you through the glass like Marty
the
Jannetty.
Shawn Michaels cutout, if it wasn't like $170 fucking would.
Is it really that
I think
much?
it's worth every
Yeah,
penny.
it was up there.
Honestly,
Cardboard cutouts in
we
general.
need a
are pretty
little.
expensive.
We need some funds here. We need a GoFundMe to get the Shawn Michaels cutout on the show.
But if I'm gonna get a Shawn Michaels cutout, I gotta get a Sergeant Slaughter one too.
Jesus fucking Rob, you're like
You know,
you
come
must be
on.
the worst Christmas shopper
I'm
of all
horrible.
time.
Horrible.
I know we're by Christmas, but damn,
You can't just
buy
get
nothing
him-
without buying something
No,
for
I
himself.
gotta get something for me too.
Oh, there he
One
is.
for
saying-
you,
he's telling
two
us
for
fix
me.
the date. We gotta fix the date. I told you Joe was gonna call us out for the date.
Oh, I
said
told
it.
you his ears were
I
buzzing.
did. I did fix the date originally for when it was for 4 of us, and then I realized we had to switch it to 3.
Oh,
You
see?
motherfucker,
Oh,
you.
Joe's fault.
What a sin.
You wouldn't exist out here if it wasn't for me.
It's Joe's
There
fault
he
too.
is. There he is. He tunes in.
So yeah, not terribly superstitious. Well, I am. I'm a little superstitious, but not crazy.
Well, there's different things. That's why I wear the cornicello. That's my.
That's true. That's the
my
safety
little
protector.
You're
a
this
little horn
motherfucker.
here,
No
you know.
good. Fuck you, Joe.
Protects you from the maluk.
You motherfucker. I intentionally
No
made the
good.
wrong date, you motherfucker.
No good. He writes.
It's
Yeah.
called. Yeah, he was trying to bait you. He's been
Yeah.
trying to bait you out the whole time.
Fucking guy.
He's just, we kicked off the show with Bret Hart sucks. So.
Oh, Joe. Well, it's funny. Joe said 1.3. Play the lotto. It's funny you mentioned that, Joe, because wablam.
If
That is the number one topic, or not the number one topic, but the first
The
topic.
first
it is
topic.
the first topic,
Of-
which
of
would
the
make
night.
it number 1.
Yeah, so we're definitely all on the same page.
I did not
Joe,
play.
are you playing? Joe, he's got to be playing.
Yeah,
from home.
anybody
You
who
said
is
that.
playing out
Definitely
there.
playing.
Are you guys playing? No, who has tickets?
I am
I
playing.
I don't.
Um,
I'm an idiot.
I'll share this.
We'll never win, and you know that's my opinion. But
It's
it's great to
life-changing
hope.
money. It's
I love talking
life-changing
about
money.
winning, though. Love talking about if I won.
Yeah, if you win.
I did have to stand in line behind people while I was trying to get gas today because of how many people were trying to play the lotto. So
Really?
That's a sign. You know what I mean? That's a sign.
mean,
I went to
$1 billion is a lot of
7-Eleven. I
fucking
was like,
money.
let me get and this. I went 2 days. So one of my clients tipped me, and he said play the lotto, which I was going to do anyway. I was gonna
So
probably
did you do it?
yeah. Well, then he tipped me. I'm like, all right, well, might as well. It wasn't really ever my money to begin with.
Oh, whatever.
And of course, if I win it, then I got to give him a cut or
You
something.
don't have to give him shit.
Nah, I give him a little something. But it's $1.3 billion. So you can fucking
Be a
give
greedy
everyone
fuck.
you know $100,000. And
Yeah.
100,000, you cheap fuck.
well, everyone you know. I'm not gonna give
I'm
everyone I
asking
know
for
$1
more.
million.
If this guy gets $1 billion,
Well, yeah.
I'm asking for $1 million. For every year that I've known him, it's worth $100 grand. You know what I mean? Come on.
That's fair.
Come
That's a fair
on.
text. But then if I agree to that on air, then everybody's gonna use that.
No, you're fucked.
to
No, I know.
fucking
That's
have me
why.
testify.
That's why you have to hide your identity if you do win.
Oh yeah,
You can't-
because everybody you know
But
is
good
gonna
luck
be.
not
able to
telling
do
me
it.
guy
the
that
fuck-
won
good
the
luck.
lottery and he's
Good
wearing
luck.
like a whole
This
fucking
guy would be
suit.
so. He'd have
Oh my
he'd
God.
have a coat in $100 bills or some shit. He would have the most
Everybody would
egregious
recognize
in your
the beard,
face
though.
shit.
No, no,
The
no.
wealth.
No.
Oh
I would
God.
find
The
something
wealth and the
green and
ego.
See the
subtle.
comb over in the beard, and they know instantly who.
But no,
Oh
what would
my
you guys
God.
do with the? What would you do? What's like the what? I don't know. What's the
Put a
first
lot of
fucking
thought
thing you
into
do?
it.
It's the first thing.
fucking
Let's
buy a
start.
place big enough to put all my shit in.
Start a museum. God.
That
Yeah.
would be amazing. Imagine like a fucking like real like
An archive.
like
Oh,
able to
yeah.
like no, but not just like line them up, like
No.
put them all on fucking display, like battling it out.
Categorized.
Yeah.
Lighting.
The
Fucking.
sick
I'd have
fucking
play
like
sets and
amounts of like Toy Biz Marvel action
we're talking $1
figures I
billion
have.
here.
Like the entire fucking next fucking 25, 30 years of the MCU is in my attic just sitting
That's
there.
true.
Like, who the fuck is that guy? It's like, well, I've known him since the 90s.
Had him
Welcome
since
to the
89.
fucking show. You know, and it's like
Oh,
$1
billion.
My Ninja Turtle collection, my Star Wars collection, my G.I. Joe collection. I'd love to put all
I
that
would
shit
like.
out.
I would enjoy watching Rob spend the money.
Rob, you need to fucking
Rob, I would
perform a
definitely
forensic
spend
it would be
audit. Hold on,
gross.
hold on, hold
I
on.
would
Figure a
be
way to
I'm really
spend it
thinking
all.
about this. You need to
I'd
do
be
an audit and create a list of all of your possessions.
Yeah, how
for
many times?
if your house
Oh,
ever burns
insurance.
down,
I'm
you need
gonna
for
do
insurance
that
reasons.
soon.
Yeah,
So-
soon. You bet.
Well, what I got to do
Start
is I got
tomorrow.
to pull everything out of the attic. I really need
Eh,
to pull it
Don't
down.
One at a
don't tell
time.
the criminals where to find it.
Why does
the
everything always have
well,
to
the
be done
reason
all
why-
at once?
No, the reason why I got to do it all at once is because there's shit in the back that I don't want to keep. Boxes for things that we bought tens and fucking decades of years ago that I don't want. So if I can
So
get
you're
that
saying
shit
you're
out
never
of
gonna
the
do it.
attic, I can have room to put this shit in an organized fashion so that I don't have to fucking wonder
All right,
where
two-
this shit and that shit
All right,
is.
back to the
I
$1 billion.
just found a whole box. I should have brought it down of all my fucking original Ghostbuster figures and all
Oh,
the
there'll be a
'cause
time.
they went missing and shit. I couldn't find them for
You
years.
did- I know, you've
But
been-
I'm
we have-
finally going
that's
through
on
my
the
mother's
record.
precious moments because she's got that curio up in
Could
the
you imagine that
dining room.
spreadsheet?
I'm
What that
trying to clean
spreadsheet
it
would
out.
look like? If
It
it was
would-
just
I've-
an accounting of all
yeah.
My
the
God.
various toys and.
It'd be.
It would be a arduous
Shocking.
task.
It would be shocking. It would be tough to organize. Chris
Arduous.
enjoys that kind of shit. That's why he's thinking about
Oh,
it.
dude,
'cause he
I
loves
organized my
fucking
We'll be
Yeah,
talking about
he'd
Pokemon
be-
a little bit later, but I got
Eric's
a
good
bunch
at
of
that shit,
Pokemon
too.
cards, and
Inventorying.
I put them all in
I'd have to
like
get all the
type order.
Ziploc bags and shit and put all their fucking accessories to them. I mean, I have all their accessories, but my system and my family was always we took the weapons and shit, and you know those wipey boxes, the containers, the plastic ones. Well, whenever we used to get them, we clean them out after we
know
were
what you're
done,
talking
and we would use them to put all the weapons in because my brother was notorious for losing fucking weapons. So my father was not about to let my brother start touching fucking weapons. So he always used to keep the little
Your
bin.
dad is very good at keeping his shit.
My
together.
dad keeps
That's
his
crazy.
shit. I mean, everything's got its fucking. He's got the original Indiana Jones figure with the pistol and the whip, and that shit's fucking.
That's probably worth.
The little
so much
pistol
stuff.
is like fucking worth like $150 by itself. Little piece of shit, fucking thing.
All right, but no, seriously.
So-
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
Chris.
Rob
So
would
you're
get an
saying
archive or a museum.
some kind of,
And
only
obviously,
for
I'd
your
fill the holes
stuff.
in my collections too.
and there would just be insane spending. Oh, we know.
I'd at least spend like $200,000 like off the bat. Like
That's.
I'd probably get another house somewhere warm.
Bro, probably.
I'd keep
Come on
this
now.
house. I would never sell
Well,
this
so
house.
that's what I was going
Because
to
this
say.
is the house that I grew up
'Cause,
in, so at the
okay.
very least, I'd have like a place here to come back to if I had to.
The very first thing I would do is pay off my parents' mortgage
Yes,
to
there you
remove
go.
that
There you go.
looming Goliath that's probably going to be a curse when they die. Fucking, I want to help them and pay them back for
Stabilize.
everything. So pay off my parents' house. I was born in that house at home.
yeah, that's right.
So I would do that, and then I would probably I'd walk right to Wally's Bagels, and I would plop
Oh my god.
Fucking $10,000 on the counter for every one of the fucking kids and people
all
that
quit.
work there.
So then you're
no,
fucked.
they wouldn't
'cause
quit.
then
all your
They wouldn't
bagels would be
quit.
gone.
I would be like, that would be part of
gonna
the.
make the bagels.
There would be a contingency. They
You'd be
can't
like, you
quit.
have to
and they
stay
couldn't-
here and make bagels for the rest
Don't
of your
let
life.
this affect
But here's
operations.
10 grand. To
Listen,
stay
no,
here.
Well, no,
ten-
and then
they shouldn't quit. I'm not saying they should.
and
Because 10
then-
grand's not a lot, but
I would offer to purchase it,
It would
by
be
the
Chris's
by the
bagels.
building.
but not
Here's-
change anything
the
whatsoever.
building,
I just want to say I own it. I
just
wouldn't
tell
change a
them
single fucking
you're
thing.
gonna
you
buy
gotta
the
be called
building,
Chris's
and they're gonna have
bagels,
a
No.
$1 lease. That's it. You get literally.
Oh yeah, no,
buy
I'm
the
setting
building,
them up.
$1.
I would just fund them. I would literally be an angel investor. I would just throw money at them, but not change anything. I don't want them to upgrade their systems.
No,
I
you
don't
would
want them
have to make them upgrade.
They're
the
perfect.
system.
No, they're
No,
perfect
You'd
how
have
they
to
are.
double the fucking
Old-
size of the business, so this way it's not a
Well,
fucking
maybe
snake
yeah,
line
maybe
out
I'd
the goddamn
fucking
door.
No,
I'd
don't
get rid
turn
of
it
that
into a
laundry
franchise.
mat.
Don't ruin it.
Well,
It's not
no,
a
no, no,
franchise.
no.
It's a
Keep it-
bigger fucking location.
It's great the way it is.
They
though.
wouldn't-
Keeps
they don't
people
want a
away.
franchise.
Place is too fucking. That place
Keep
is so
people
crazy.
away. There's never a fucking line out the door.
I know.
Get the fuck outta here.
I'm
That's
just
'cause
saying
it's so good.
It's so good, and
It's
they
so
I'm
can't.
just saying, people don't have to stand outside.
But they don't anymore because they have the app, and you could just
But when
order
you
and walk in
increase
and walk
size-
Oh,
out.
there's an app. No,
Oh,
Jesus
yes,
Christ.
When you
there's an app,
increase-
my
here's
friend.
the thing: when you
they
increase size,
deliver?
you got to find somebody who can cook the sandwiches as good as the person who's cooking them now. And
Right.
if they can't do it, the quality goes down. So
Right.
you got to be careful.
That's
You
why they
grow.
don't want a franchise.
It's smart.
The
place is
I
fucking
asked
so
her once. I said, "Why
consistent.
don't you open another
Consistency is the
spot?"
key to any restaurant, in my opinion. Because
Yes.
when I go to a restaurant, that I'm going there because I know what I'm getting when I pay for it, and I'm not going to play games when I'm hungry. I want fucking whatever.
And they
I
don't
want.
fuck up. And
If
when
he
they,
gets
if
angry,
they
he's
ever
hungry.
do, and usually it's somebody else, if they ever do,
They're new.
They like flog themselves. They
Oh, I'm
you
sure.
can see the
Oh, my
guilt
friend.
and the shame.
Listen, my
they
friend.
feel horrible if they ever mess up your order.
Why?
And they will you don't even it's like it's okay, you know what I mean? You can see.
Can you read what Joe? I can't read. I need my glasses.
Well,
Rob
Joe
would
Joe
buy-
mentioned something useful before. We're talking about the lottery. He said
Oh, it's like if he was here.
1.3 billion.
Pocket app.
And
I can't.
hold on, I see a couple of these things. Well, first thing I don't see it now, but it said New York State law. You have to announce the winner, so you can't remain anonymous. But the
stupid.
Powerball, is it New York State or is it multi-state?
way to get shot,
I don't know
you
if
know?
it's a
This is-
state
I'm
lottery.
pretty sure this is the national.
I think it's
fucking
national, so
lottery.
it might be a
This has
federal
nothing to do with New York
lottery, so maybe it doesn't apply. I'm not sure. But Joe said the first thing he'd do is he'd be buying he'd buy WWE
You
before
don't
the
have
Saudis.
enough money, dude. That's not even close to enough.
1.3, no, it's not.
1.5,
They want more.
1.3 billion isn't enough to buy the WWE.
And you'd never take
Let's
home
not get
that.
ahead
You'd
of
be like
ourselves,
700
though.
million realistically.
Well, yeah, the government's going to take like
Oh, yeah.
$400,000. If you'll get like
Oh.
$785,000.
It's
a sin.
only $700
Yeah, only.
million dollars. Oh,
Yeah,
what
it's
do
a
I
bitch.
do?
Well, then I wouldn't be
fucking
giving
billion.
everyone
I ain't
10,000.
worrying
you know
about
what I mean?
that. I ain't
I
crying.
don't worry.
You got a fucking ham in
Give me
your
every
arm crying
fucking
about
cent that I
bread?
want,
Get
you
out of
piece
here.
of
So
shit.
Rob
You
would
ain't
build a
hungry.
museum to his toys.
Shrine. to
I'd
the
pay my
yesteryear.
mortgage and then buy Wally's, but not do anything differently. What would you do, Vin?
No, everybody's getting their houses paid off. That's the whole.
Yeah.
Families getting stabilized. There's going to be a creation of a trust fund. There's going to be 50 to 70% of the money is going to go into secure investments because
yes.
every year I'm fucking not doing a thing and I'm still going to be making money. That's the point. Hundreds of thousands of all my spending
You
per
wouldn't
year
want
will
a
be
job?
covered. I will open businesses. I will start every
Okay.
business. I'd
Yes.
fund this podcast. I'd still do this.
Oh, we'd
fucking
build a
stupid thing.
we'd build a
I'd
studio.
build-
Of course.
yeah,
That
of
goes without
course.
saying.
That's what I'd be doing in my off time. I'd be like Robert De Niro, and I'd be Rupert Pumpkin, and
Freaks
fucking,
around the house.
comedian there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yow's
was
Rupert Pumpkin.
Yow's ears are ringing. If I said fucking De Niro, yeah, that's definitely. Yeah. What's the most extreme thing though? That's tough. That's always like
USS flag.
I fucking know. I don't know about the most extreme.
I would go to
have
college.
Season tickets to the Green Bay Packers, 100 for life. That would be immediately probably the first like
Huge
expenditure. Yeah, that would be pretty substantial. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's not easy to
the
get.
the
And with all that money, I
financial
probably still couldn't get it because I'd
all
have
of
to be in a
the-
wait line.
the financial
Stuff,
smart
the
smart
bullshit.
things.
Yeah,
we
you just that's
we'd
built
hope
in.
we
I get it.
all would do
Obviously,
that.
invest. I mean, it's a lot of
Invest.
money, so you could buy all.
It's more than a lot of money.
You could buy a lot of shit and still have a lot left over. You know what I mean? Like,
Imagine some
So you
fucking
can do whatever
dickhead.
you want. You
but
can
real
fail a
estate is
couple
really
times,
the thing
but
to do. Like, buy.
you could
whatever.
spend it though. You could fucking blow all that money. By
Imagine
the way.
some dickhead just
can.
buys
You
Bitcoin
could blow.
with it. He just buys it. He spends it all
Hey,
on
listen,
Bitcoin.
I
idiot.
would I'd probably put like 5%, 1 to 5%. I would buy Bitcoin.
Buy an NFT
But-
too while we're at
but-
it. When are we going to do the show about cryptocurrency and how it's a fucking scam?
Yeah, now he wants to talk about how it's a scam because everything's fucked.
Ben,
Wall Street's fucked.
I was saying it when it
fucked.
wasn't fucked. I've been saying it. I am consistent.
I am telling you, you want to invest in the underlying technology. That's all I'm saying. The thing that it is useful.
But you can't
So-
invest in a tool. You can only invest in these fucking coins.
Well, now you can because this isn't owned by an entity. So usually you would invest in an entity like a company to invest in a technology. So,
but then who do you trust? You trust no one. You just
well,
trust this
that's
system
the
not to break.
idea of
And some
decentralization.
asshole is
So
going to
we
fuck
could
it up.
get into the conversation
Yeah.
of decentralized. No one actually controls it, even with the FTX thing. That's fraud. That has nothing to do with the actual underlying Bitcoin. He didn't steal their Bitcoin. He stole money from people. He didn't do the thing that he was supposed to do with it, which was actually invested in the cryptocurrency. They just took the money. I mean, and that's a class.
Well, they don't even know where it went.
Well, now all of a sudden the money's reappearing, all this bullshit. But I'm surprised we're actually talking about this. But I speak to what the underlying technology can do. I don't care about buying pictures. I don't care about any of that. But if you look at what blockchain and what NFT contracts are, I think those two things will continue to be used in the underlying non-hyped market. And then
Sure.
as it continues to grow, which the way anything should grow, which is stable, not insane spikes and crazy fucking
Right, okay.
sell-off. So I'm a level-headed person. Don't fucking spend every penny you have. I'm also not an evangelist
But
for
you
it.
know these
I'm a
crypto
tech
people.
guy.
These crypto people are
how many
so
fucking
they love the smell of their own shit.
I don't care.
They
Whatever.
fucking,
the personality.
they really do.
I don't care
no,
about them.
no, no. It's
They're
not even the
fucking
personality.
assholes.
It's just, and I've even felt that you have tried to kind of make me feel stupid for saying that cryptocurrency is fucking stupid.
No, it would be what you said.
That
not,
or it's
not.
that you're not forward thinking enough, which in my mind is no. Fuck that. I
If
don't know.
you
We have
could-
to have an episode about
Yeah,
this.
I would point back to if you could tell me what the internet would bring back in 1995. You know what I mean? Like if you could tell me, oh, Amazon and Google and fucking all this entire economy, TikTok. You can't see those things because it's hard to see around the corner. I don't know what's coming for sure, but I would say, just like where HTML and TCP are fundamental underlying technologies
Yeah.
that support the infrastructure of what became the internet, I would say that's where you're investing if you're buying Bitcoin, not like horseshit fucking Logan Paul coin. I'm talking about true Bitcoin.
At the end of the day, there's only got to be a few options. I think when you have like fucking,
100%. I think
Yukel
no,
coin,
I don't believe in any of that. I
Doodle
think
coin.
Ethereum is something to be innovated on. It's a platform. Bitcoin is more solid. It's not as
Right.
much as of a
Couple
flexible.
of options.
So yeah. There's
Coke,
just
Pepsi,
I'm
maybe
talking
some
about
root beer.
underlying technology, the way you could exchange currency, and the conversation about how loans could work. I can't get that technical. I don't know that side of things. But while we're alive, we're going to see some innovations that lead to wealth, and you want to be invested in them the best you can be. So
People are using
you
AI
wanna take
to
a
write
risk.
code now
you
for
want
this
to
shit.
yeah, you want to take a risk. You want to be invested. And also, like, Google doesn't come out in 1991, 94. It comes out in like 99. You know, like, things have to develop, things have to ebb and flow, crash, see what works, see what doesn't, and then you'll start
People
to see
have to
the
lose their
successful
fucking lives and their
That's
mortgages
people,
and their futures.
Yeah, hey, listen, if you take a
Yeah.
risk, that's up to you. You have to, if you get took, you get took. So the Wolf of Wall Street, there's always going to be thieves. There's always going to be fucking scumbags, selfish assholes who take advantage of, old people, retirees, or young people. And, that's a tale as old as time, but I don't blame that on, I believe in what Wall Street can do and raising money and funds. I don't believe in every practice and every little underlying corruption, but I think as a whole the idea works.
Fair enough.
You know me.
I got no
I'm
opinion.
not,
one
me.
way or the other.
So nice tangent. So yeah, if I won the lotto, though, everybody's getting blessed as much as possible, and I'm just trying to live out. I'm traveling as much as possible.
Yes,
I want
yeah,
to
you
spend
gotta
3-4 years traveling and see all the things that you look at on the internet or see in books.
It's nice to at least think about it,
That's what it is. That's
It's all
all
we
it is.
have
It's
as
a fun.
poor
Yeah, that's
people.
why
All we
that's
can
why
do
the
is think
government
about it.
offers it.
Yeah.
That's why the lotto is
It's an
government
escape
sanctioned.
from the fucking
Because numbers used to be a thing that was run
cog in the
underground.
wheel bullshit.
The Italians used to run the numbers. They used to basically create the lotto. And then the
numbers.
state was like, that's illegal, and now we're going to do it.
Yo,
It
you know a
works.
very interesting thing that I found out while we're talking about scamming and lotteries and whatnot. Do you remember McDonald's Monopoly?
Oh yeah, I heard about that whole scandal.
I watched that, and did you watch the other one?
You watched it? I read about.
Did you watch the Pepsi one?
No.
2 documentaries. There's the one on the McDonald's one for the Monopoly. It's on HBO. Fucking hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Multi-part.
I read like
documentary.
this whole long thing. I didn't know that.
Oh, it's great.
I'd rather watch it, I guess. But
Yeah, because of the guy that was involved, and then the mafia guy, and then
I don't remember the whole story.
The guy
I
who
don't remember
had
mafia
the
guy.
actual, who like knew where the ones were printed.
Yes,
like the winners were.
There was
printed.
one guy who knew where, like, because no, I have to say, me and Jeremy.
Oh, I love that game.
We would
yeah.
ruthlessly collect the. Me and Jeremy would fuck. We had McDonald's literally right up the block. Like it's still there.
And you'd be
Look,
thinking,
we would
I'll
every
eat
day.
it every day.
We have
That's
to
the
get it. We
point.
have to get this.
Yeah,
We got to get a
that's the
medium at least. If you get the fucking Big Mac, you get 2.
Beautiful
and we
marketing.
would.
What a
We were
fuck-
even like, let's
what a
add them all together. Let's see if we can add them up.
I have a
and
great story about that too.
we tried so hard, and we were like a couple times one thing away.
Yeah, that's
And man, that
break your
probably
heart.
led. It was hitting on gambling. It was
Me and my
hitting
buddy Brian used to do it
that
together.
collector that need to finish
that
and
need.
collect.
Yes,
Bringing it
was
to work and be
Definitely
like,
an
"What would you get?"
exploitation.
Dude,
And
everything
the
about
food
that-
thing too, because then you get addicted to their freaking.
Oh, the Happy Meal.
Oh, the
whatever
food, yeah, it's
medium
goes
fry,
through you
medium
like
drink.
right
thinking
to
that you'll be a
White Belt
millionaire eating a
cheeseburger.
Big Mac.
Oh, you'd be
don't
talking
buy
about it while you're
McDonald's,
eating
you
it.
rent
You're
it.
getting high as fuck because you're consuming sugar and you're consuming salts.
Right.
And you're talking about becoming a millionaire through this fucking game where you don't have to do anything besides eat the sugar and the salts. But you're on a Ferris wheel
Yes.
of fucking
Fuck.
getting high as a
Meanwhile, the
kid.
guy who's
It was
spinning
just
this
a fucking
fucking
Oh,
excuse
this
disc.
to go get
fraud,
fucking
bro.
McDonald's
If you don't
for
know
fat
about
fuck
this
like me.
documentary,
And it's not McDonald's fault. It's just the
no,
guy
no,
who
it was just this guy
handling
who
it.
was in charge of it, and he like
I
had
think
this
it was
like
outsourced too. It's like a third. Is it a third party thing?
he was
Some
like
shit
he, I
that.
don't know, he had an ultra security clearance or something like that, but yeah, he knew
Bullshit,
where they
all
were,
of it.
and he would give random people these missing. You would have to collect these tabs off the
Got
back of
family
fries.
members of family
And
members.
if you got like
know what I
all
mean?
5 red, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you would win something, or
Yeah.
there was multiple prizes that you could win, but the big one,
Yep.
and you would have to combine these colored. I think they were the black ones were the prize ones. I don't
Was it?
remember,
Okay, yeah.
but
Scam,
yeah, this guy
total
would
scam.
just give them to people, and then they would pretend that they won it. Like, whoa!
Not only was the
And he would get a cut.
corporation committing a scam, because the chances of winning were like fucking less than 0. It's like you're talking about the you'd have to travel to 4 different time zones to fucking get all the to actually get the full set.
Yeah.
So that's a scam in its
Maybe
own.
a flight
And
attendant
you're
would have
ge-
a shot.
And this guy is already scamming the scam. So
This
he's,
was before the internet
wait,
too, where
we're
people
getting
could just
skimmed
go and
here?
buy
The
them
skim and
online.
The skim?
Yeah,
This guy's like skimming the skim, and yeah, he was
Yeah.
blessing his girlfriend and their family, and it's a great. So if you like the article, you'll get a kick
and he
out
did
of the
nice
fucking
things for people
documentary.
too. He would give it to like someone who had cancer or something. I think like.
All the people got interviewed, so everybody who was involved with that
Really?
is in this
Well,
documentary.
am I
It's
right
not
in
even,
saying that? Wasn't there like a sick person he helped or something, or somebody
think
that
it was
needed?
I guess
that,
they won't be.
It
in
wasn't that evangelical or anything. It was
No,
pretty.
I remember them
clear-cut.
saying he would also.
"Hey, listen, Chris, we can make fucking $500,000 if
yeah,
you just basically tell your brother to do this, and that,
right,
and I'll let
right, because
All
there was
right.
always like a relative of
I
somebody.
can't do that because my morals.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. All right, I'm sorry, but I'm in. Let's try it.
Yeah.
I'm dying out here. It's scuttle.
Yeah, forget
Can
it.
we keep this money
I'm
off?
not
like
broke. I'm shattered. Come on.
Do we know what time? Who knows, Joe? What time? If you're still here, Joe, what time does the lotto draw? Because I do have some
Oh, we might
tickets. I don't have them
Said
on
it's
me.
Mega Million Powerball.
Isn't it Saturday though?
Well, I know. I think I remember seeing it say Friday on the
I
on the
don't know.
thing.
I didn't play. I'm not a gambling guy.
Where would you go first? Where's like the coolest place you'd want to visit?
I mean, it's Italy. Italy would be
I think
number
going
one.
back to Italy.
Where?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Regione.
I want to go to Teggiano, which is in the province of Salerno,
Napoli.
by Napoli, in Naples.
Well,
I
Naples.
want to go to
is kinda-
Palermo in
Naples is
I
poor
mean,
as fuck, right?
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Naples was. I don't know if
Sicily.
it still is, but the way I was always told, and I have Napolitan ancestry, so I can say it, is that Naples was kind of like a shithole, and that's why everybody left and came to America, is because they wanted to get the fuck out of
Yeah,
there.
but it's also not
you're-
Naples of fucking 1890.
Listen, I'm not moving there. I'm just going to see the scenery. and be
Yeah,
like,
well, that's
oh,
what I'm
hey,
saying.
this
Is I
where
don't
I'm
know what
from.
it's like
Nice.
today.
Yeah, I would
Taking
just
a
go
tour.
visit.
Taking a tour.
I want to go to
You
Ireland.
got to
I
see
wanna go
White
to
Lotus, because
Scotland.
this happens on White Lotus. He
I
goes
wanna
back to
go
his family.
I want to go to Jamaica. I want to go to Hawaii.
Jamaica
I want to go
Venus.
to Tahiti. Specifically.
Sell mangoes in
Mangoes.
Tahiti.
It was actually really funny that they said Tahiti in that game because one of my previous jobs, I worked at a credit union, and on my desktop wallpaper was a picture of Tahiti because it looked so beautiful to me. I don't know. It was like my fantasy getaway, and then fucking Red Dead Redemption came out, and he's talking about Tahiti, and I fucking got hysterical.
I
I
have
was like, I
a
didn't even think they knew
plan,
about
Arthur.
Tahiti back then. The fuck?
Yeah.
We're gonna grow mangoes, Arthur.
Well, hopefully 11 p.m. it draws, so we
11
probably
p.m.
won't be live then.
We
but
got time to buy a ticket, right?
if the next episode looks a lot better, then you know
Go to
one
the
of
gas
us,
station,
you know,
see if we can buy a ticket.
dash over, man. I
Imagine.
think they close when you can buy it at a certain time. That you can't buy it.
Oh,
you
that's
you
a
can
sin.
only buy it with cash too.
Really?
Which is stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, but I get
It's
it.
not stupid.
Well, no, it's smart actually. It's
God
just stupid
forbid
for
you allow
me
people to
because
fucking use
I
credit
could do
card.
it on my credit card and not be a fucking idiot. But
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
whatever.
Listen.
You know. Okay, I'll go to the bank and withdraw it, and then I'll come to you.
You see how
you know.
fast that gets.
Oh, I know. I mean, people who have gambling.
Just the line I was standing behind, these guys buying scratch tickets and lotto like it's crack. I was
These
like,
people will spend.
Can you pay at least with
they're
debit?
buying the lot. They're buying the scratchers and they're walking over to the coffee thing and scratching. I'm like, seriously, is that serious right now?
choosing
Yeah.
the numbers.
All right.
Yeah, it's.
Well, no. Well, this guy was buying scratchers and lotto, so he bought like.
Well, you don't buy
so it took
scratches
twice
at
his
a time
fucking.
like this.
No, this guy was addicted. He was literally buying lotto.
Yeah,
My
tickets,
next door
it's
neighbor
true.
gets
scratches.
scratch offs all the time.
There was an episode of
And
like
then he was
Squid
probably
Billies.
buying more tickets with the scratchers if he was winning.
That
a
was the
little
thing,
bit.
guys. There was an episode of like
Jesus.
Squid Billies or something where he won like $1 million and he used it all on scratch offs
Oh, no.
because he figured he would win more money with the scratch offs and he just lost it all.
That's fucked.
Yeah, no, it is bad though. I mean, there are a lot of
Yeah, I'm not a
Compulsive
gambling
gamblers.
guy. I just, you know.
I'll
Even
tell you,
like
man,
casinos and
it
shit.
can be addictive.
Yeah, no
When I
shit.
play Texas Hold'em and you're in first place and you have a pile of chips and you're the fucking the bad boy at
Like
the
your dick
table,
swinging thing over
you
you.
feel high as fuck.
Yeah.
It's
You
the
are
adrenaline
like,
of,
dude.
You know, because you don't want to lose it, and you're like, okay, well, I'm smart enough that I got this much and lucky, but
Lucky as
it's
sin.
it
Gotta
is
recognize the
it
luck.
is a drug. It is
It ain't
definitely a drug.
me. It's the luck.
If you've ever been to
Tell
Atlantic
yourself.
City too,
Oh, that's tough. Yeah.
you
winning.
can see it.
Yeah.
And it's always like, hey man, you can give me $4 for the bus. I got here, but I didn't. I don't remember what the guy's telling me. He didn't have money to get home. I was like, so you mean to tell me? It's just everywhere you go, people are
Listen, sir,
holding
you're gonna
open
go buy
doors,
liquor,
smoking
shut the
cigarettes.
fuck
You got
up.
$1. You got $1, man. Atlantic City is fucked.
I bet. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember the
ACBC.
We
We
went
went to
to-
that wedding.
Oh, well, that too. I was gonna say
the
the fucking liquor store we went to in Minnesota.
Oh my god.
That thing had so like nicest liquor store I've ever been to, and then the checkout, the whole front was just like the singles. It's literally like all the vodka,
the little
singles and
tiny,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, the little little
Minis.
guys.
Bro, those things, it's all those bums drink. They'll take your $4 and they'll go
Oh.
buy it because those things
Yeah.
are $1 a piece, basically. Man, and they'll fucking tear through those. I was like, oh, if you're buying from this, and the guy looked at me, the cashier was just like, oh, we see the worst. It's just the worst people. Anyone buying these are pure alcoholics.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I gotta get this shot in before I go into work.
Well, they're not even. I'm telling you, man. It's like destitute when you go there. Like
AC
there's
is terrible.
every single doorway
Get
out
in, get
to-
out.
out of any egress for the building. There is a homeless person, and I'm not making fun of them. It's just the whole thing is like it's like you're in fucking Zombieland. Every single fucking doorway. There's a homeless person leaning in and holding the door open for people. Like, oh, what a gentleman. But he's just sitting there in the door. And as people pass through the door past him, he whispers in your ear, "You got $1. You got $1." Cigarette in his fucking ear. Every single fucking door. And then when you walk on the boardwalk, every fucking 10 seconds, somebody rolls up with a cart and asks you if you want to ride. That's the other thing. These motherfuckers, you can't take a stroll down the boardwalk.
Hey,
Under
alright,
the boardwalk.
wanna
Because
ride?
every fucking... I'm not even exaggerating. Every 15, 20 seconds, you want to ride? You want to ride? Fuck Atlantic City.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, it's
Not a fan.
Atlantic City's not great, but
I'll go to
I-
hotel, stay
I
at the
did,
hotel, leave.
There's
That's
some
it.
places
I
you go
do
to
enjoy
Borgata.
the convention that I
Borgata.
go to every year. J1 Con. It's a
Oh, yeah.
fun.
Where's
it
that?
was a closed down casino that they turned into a convention center.
Is it Trump
And they
Hotel?
run
Is it
that,
Trump
and they
Casino?
run
Oh, shit. Closed down? No way.
not over
Oh
there.
yeah, no. All right. It could have been though.
It could have been, yeah,
Yeah,
because it
it's
closed
easy,
down
'cause it
because
closed,
it
yeah, it
failed.
sucks.
What a surprise! The Trump
What?
business failed. What?
Nothing.
What happened?
Anyway, said AC. I
Um,
was like, oh fuck.
I
That's
I
just,
also
no,
that's
have
just
been
part of it.
to New Jersey HorrorCon. They also use
Well,
the
New
same
Jersey.
venue.
I'm not talking bad about all New Jersey.
No,
what's the
but
other
New
one?
Jersey
There's another
HorrorCon
one.
is in
Wildwood?
Atlantic City. At
No,
the
there's one
closed-down
other one
casino.
that's fucking Haven't been there in that long.
Where's,
Anyway,
where's
Borgata's
from the
the nicest
Dungeon
spot.
podcast when you need him? Because he's from New Jersey, if I'm not
He could
mistaken.
say, he could rattle them off. And
We're
he'd
calling
say
you.
avoid it like the plague, probably.
Fucking Joyzy.
It's probably because we're on at 9, not 8, and then we weren't on last week, so
Yeah.
our audience has no clue when we're
Yeah.
Our
actually going to
audience
be here.
just doesn't know.
Thanks for being here, and thanks for
I
joining
posted
us.
like 20 minutes before we went live. On
Oh, yeah, we have
Instagram
a really
that we're going.
bummy-ass looking thing on our Instagram. It says, we are live. It's like,
Yeah, hey, look, we're here. Yay.
Hey, you know what? We're
You know,
fucking
whoop-dee.
struggling to wake up every
Whoop-dee
goddamn
doop-dee.
day and
I
get out
know,
of
we
bed.
got work
You
and
know?
shit. I get it.
And if
All
you
right.
need somebody to talk to, this would be a perfect plug for a sponsor.
If yeah, are you?
Yeah, we could have been
lonely?
talking about your brand to the 4 people watching. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Hey, you know, you only need to get one.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of small audiences, Ant-Man. I heard the.
Hey, hey, I like that. That was good.
Yeah,
Put on.
that's what you need. Segues. It's all about the
That's
segue.
it.
As long as you can set it up, you know.
And then not step on it by celebrating it, but yeah, fucking A.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
I hear there's a
Quantumania?
new trailer. I haven't seen it yet.
Here,
Yeah,
can
I
I
feel
just?
like, so
I-
we're at a lull. We're definitely at a Marvel lull. I know what Chris is about to say.
no. I was just gonna say I don't know shit about any of this, but
That's what
I
said.
was at the barber 2 days ago, and that was one of the first things he mentioned to me. He's like, "Did you see about Ant-Man?" You know,
Nice.
and I'm like, you know me, I don't follow Marvel, and it's just too much for me to follow. So I'm like,
It's a sin.
but apparently, you know, he seemed very excited for it and said that this is
Cool.
like setting everything up.
Yeah,
and you're excited
it's
for it. So
important.
tell us, you know, what
we're
what
getting.
can we expect here?
All right, Ant-Man, Quantumania. We're getting. So it's the third Ant-Man movie. This is gonna introduce or reintroduce, if you want to look at it that way, Kang the Conqueror, who we've already met technically at the end of the Loki series.
Dude's a fucking problem.
He Who Remains. Yes, Kang is a mega fucking villain
It's a big fucking problem.
in the Marvel cinematic universe. In the Marvel universe, he is a big fucking problem. He's like interdimensional, he can
Distant
time
relative of
travel.
Reed Richards.
Yeah,
Fucking,
he's exactly. Yeah, he's a distant relative of the Richards family, which Fantastic Four. So we're definitely getting some wafts of what will become the Fantastic
Wafting,
Four
wafting.
in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So
I still
yeah.
want to be the Thing. I don't want to hear shit.
oh man, you
We gotta
better
make a great
get
thing.
working now. I know you've been at the gym. Better get
Trying.
better
you know.
get in. Keep going.
The muscles are getting better. Just the fat's not going away yet.
It's clubbering
Trying.
time. You know, now I hear that a lot because I play Marvel
It's
Snap.
clubbering
Play Marvel
time.
Snap. Everyone, anybody who's listening, watching, will watch. Play Marvel Snap. Chris won't because it's so good. And I've tried not to overhype it or over sell
Yeah, you
it.
guys are hooked
But if
on
you
that
like
shit,
Marvel or card games
I'm addicted
or
to Pokemon
or mobile
Go
games,
right now.
I'm also addicted to that. Yeah, it's definitely it's bad.
I'm, you know,
So yeah, I understand what you're saying, but still, even without that, you don't have to spend money on Marvel Snap to play it and enjoy it. Really enjoy Marvel Snap. Great card game, best mobile game I've ever played, aside from Pokemon. Pokemon has a lot more depth now, and because it's been out for so long, it's kind of, I think, an example of how mobile works better than even it's almost better
That
than
Simpsons
a
town
Pokemon
building
game.
was really fucking addictive at the time. I told you.
Oh,
guys,
you were
like,
into that one. That was
I
like
spent about $500.
that was a world builder,
we were
right?
talking about mobile games like a couple of weeks ago. I was
were.
saying the Elder Scrolls game looked just like Skyrim on the iPhone.
They
Beautiful
came out.
graphics.
If you're a Netflix
Slate.
subscriber,
It's-
you can get Shredder's Revenge for free
Oh, that's right.
on the phone.
I saw that. If you
Play the mobile
what was it?
version.
Was
of
that
it.
Amazon?
an SNES game?
Yeah.
No, it's new. It's brand new. It's
Oh,
based
oh,
on
it's
the
side-scroller, though.
original
It's like that.
arcade games, but it's a new game that came out in the in like the 32-bit style, 16-bit style, whatever it is.
So, Marvel, Ant-Man Quantumania, that's coming out. What was the date on it? Did you see it?
I haven't even seen the trailer. You want to put
I
it
think
on?
we got to watch the trailer. I think we need a
let's
little
put the
bit.
trailer
Of
Gotta
on.
bear
We
with
got
me
to
'cause
try
one-
to. Yeah, we'll see if we can pull this
we're-
off.
We're
Let Chris do his thing.
well, the problem is they're not going to hear us for 1 second. So let me
It's
because
fine.
I forgot to add this. Yeah, no, it's fucked. I'm trying to copy the audio source, but I think because
mean-
we're going. And you know what? I didn't remember. You were supposed to remind me to record this. I'm only streaming
you can't
it. We
ask me to
forgot.
remember
I know.
everything.
All of our short-term memory.
I haven't even
horrible
asked. I don't
research.
even want that. I want the clips made through the phone anyway,
It's fine.
because
Yeah.
I don't care if I have.
So
the
I mean,
source
even if
video.
they can't hear us, should we put on the trailer or not?
Well, they could hear us, right?
No, they wouldn't be able to hear us. They would be only able to see and hear the trailer
Oh, that's only a problem because of the. Well, we're not.
because we're currently
Well, we
streaming.
won't get
I
a
can't.
strike, but
Well, that's true.
it
yeah,
would
there
help
is
if we
that
could talk
aspect,
over it.
too.
Though. What do you mean you can't? You can't copy and paste that source.
Well, hold
onto
on.
the
Yeah,
browser
maybe what
source.
I could do is
just-
I can.
Right click on Roadcaster, copy it.
I did that and pasted it, and it didn't work.
Technical
We're talking
stuff.
about technical stuff in the middle of the show.
It's
yeah.
free. It's free software. So.
It's free software,
It's free.
and I fucking
Well, the one thing with the whole Marvel situation is like, yeah, we're at a lull because of an oversaturation. You know, people are all, people like Chris aren't caught up, don't know, don't care.
A lot of the
too
heroes that
much.
they cared about aren't even
All the big
making
heroes,
movies.
they haven't really done a great job at setting up.
The only
all
original
the new
hero
ones.
really still around is Thor, and like people felt that his movie was not the best. So.
Yeah, he didn't even love it. Apparently, there's definitely a conversation that Hemsworth was not fully
On
excited about with Taika and his like freewheeling esque style. So, and you can see that in the movie. It's very kind of like
And
from
you
the
can-
hip humor.
The way I can forgive that movie is that I brush it off as it's being told by Korg, who's
It was goofy in
literally
himself.
Goofy, so it's
Yeah,
a goofy retelling of Thor.
That's how
But
he
I think
bails
Thor,
himself
I
out.
think it's high time Thor was Thor.
We need a
High
serious
Lord
Thor
fucking
ending.
Thor. Like
If
I'm
we're gonna
talking like
Yeah, if we're gonna see the end of Chris Hemsworth as Thor, I think he deserves a serious, like, good Thor movie. You know what I mean? I think that's the thing though with these characters. They ebb and flow. You see them serious, then it gets too serious, and it's over serious and corny. So you lean into like how kind of ridiculous everything is. And then it gets too ridiculous, and people are thirsty for more seriousness.
I think
So
it's going to end
you
up at a
gotta-
point where even we're not going to be as engaged because it's not going to be for us anymore. You know what I mean? It's going to be the next generation. So they're going to be making movies that target a future generation that we're not going to be able to connect so much with. And I think the beginning that
That
we're
would be a
seeing with
mistake.
that is like Spider-Man. Spider-Man is very much a today's teenager
reason
kind of thing. You know what
I would
mean?
say that it's a mistake is that there's so many motherfucking characters that you don't have to do that. There are so many perspectives.
But I'm talking about like bringing characters
have
like
Clint
Ironheart instead of Iron Man. Bringing
you
characters
just-
like it's the next
can't-
wave. It's
yeah.
not like
What are we gonna
it's
have?
not gonna
Robert,
be original Marvel.
what do you want?
forever.
60-year-old Robert Downey?
I'm
Fucking
gonna
sucks.
try something. All right.
Eventually, no matter what you do, you have to understand that even in the comic books, there's multiple versions. There's,
course.
There's rehashings.
It
There's
wouldn't
new
surprise me
arcs.
if eventually they came out with the Ultimate Universe.
Oh, if they go 616, if they go away from 616 and do a whole new fucking Earth, you could do a
Exactly.
million. You know,
and
I got the
they're
trailer
doing
up.
that already.
oh right, hey,
We got it. We
Chris
got
is
it.
fucking killing it.
Over here.
They're doing that already with like Spider-Verse and that kind of thing.
Exactly. They're testing and
nice.
experimenting, which is cool. You know, I'm excited for Ant-Man. I'm excited for a new big bad. So let's check out this trailer. This is pretty cool. I don't know if
Yeah,
we
what
can
do you
hear
know?
it. Can we hear it? Is going to be the
No, we can't.
we can't hear it.
And
So
it's
what's
a
the
little
point?
jumpy
That's-
there, but okay. So they got Ant-Man. He's walking around. High fives, all that.
It looks like shit.
Yeah, this is.
So here's a better
You get a
idea.
general idea.
I say
of what it
we
is,
watch it and we forego. We just show ourselves watching it.
You got to figure too.
Let's
We're
watch our reactions.
screen
to watch it.
recording while we're outputting to a TV and streaming.
Yeah, will it? So, but we can watch it cleanly. So, take us back
Well,
to
yeah,
our
actually, if I go into
perspectives.
here, yeah.
Yeah, take us back to our perspectives for the audience, so they can see us and not some choppy ass bullshit.
I think they'll be. Will they be able? How does that look?
I don't care.
No, does it look good?
Take
or
no, it looks like ass. I see it
no?
on my
Looks
phone.
like ass. No.
Just take
We
our
tried.
camera. No. Again, wind the fucking trailer to the beginning. Take our fucking OBS stream to us. Show us on the camera. There we go. We're producing live here. This is usually
Yeah,
what
we're
you would
fucking
do
around.
Do it
in
live.
somebody's ear.
Fucking thing sucks.
If you were like a
We're
real
fucking
person.
around, We're seeing what
It's
we
all right.
can do.
All three people.
There we are.
Which one of them's Joe?
Yeah.
Here we go. So now we'll watch the trailer on the TV, and they can just watch us watch it. Sorry, guys. Go to YouTube and
Fair
watch the
enough.
Ant-Man trailer. You're going to
Lost
watch us
one.
watch it because
Can we hear
Rob
it
has
on
no
here?
point of reference,
Wait, you
and
gotta
it's
put
still
the audio
muted.
on. It's muted.
Ah, well then
It's muted.
you're
right
fucking
there.
with. It's still not gonna play. It's because it's going to
Scott.
that channel, black hole. I understand.
So I'll just watch it on my phone.
Fuck it. You know.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
It's fucked. No Ant-Man trailer. Sorry, folks.
So, yeah, you can watch it on YouTube.
I mean, it looks
Good
like
trailer.
Ant-Man. It looks like Paul Rudd is being Paul Rudd, and I didn't really see anything else. But
I mean, fucking watch the fucking thing.
let's see.
I'm just watching it.
I used to
We
ask
got
myself a
closed
lot of
captions
questions.
here.
Scott, you're at ex-con. How are you an Avenger? That doesn't make sense. But everywhere I go, people tell me the same thing.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
Okay, so
It's funny. I feel like I
we
hear
got
it through
Paul
there.
Rudd.
So we got Paul Rudd. We got there we go. We'll play by play it.
Ant-Man, Paul Rudd.
There we got Catwoman.
Is that who that
Michelle
is?
Pfeiffer. Yes. They're getting sucked into the.
Wait, I thought Catwoman was
the original
Batman,
Catwoman.
was DC.
I'm just saying it's
No,
it's
the
Michelle
woman that
Pfeiffer,
played
the actress.
Yes.
Everyone knows her as Catwoman from Batman Returns. If you're above the age of 25.
Okay,
Marvel
so-
Studios. So they get sucked into the fucking quantum realm. That's the quantum realm. They're in the quantum realm. We've seen the
Is
quantum
he really
realm.
small right now, or
He's,
something?
he's
or-
so small. He's beyond small. You know what I mean? Like imagine you could get inside.
So
of
he's
the,
on like a molecular level, or
yeah,
atomic
beyond,
level, or
yeah,
quantum,
atomic
right.
quantum they'd call it. Between the in between betweens. So right now, yeah, we're in fucking some crazy space. She was trapped there. That's the whole thing with her. She was stuck there for like 20 years. They thought she was dead, but in the last Ant-Man movie, they went back and got her. Turns out, while she was down there, she learned about some shit going on. And now, here we go. We're going to see Kang the Conqueror, who we've met, again, at the end of
I
the
pulled
Loki
up
show.
a picture of him, and he looks like okay, well, it looks a little different in this.
There's a little Star Wars-esque feel right there that I get when I see that.
I'm so behind on all of this.
Seeing a lot of turmoil. That's his daughter, by the way.
So that's Kang
And that's
the
Kang.
Conqueror.
Yeah, so that's...
So Kang the Conqueror is plankton. He's the size of a microbe.
he's a normal guy, but he's from the year like 2300. And he's interdimensionally, time traveler, fucking quantum traveler.
champion, yeah.
So to explain Kang real quick, if I could do that real quick, Kang and the MCU, it turns out, was molded because before the MCU, let's say, we'll call it this timeline that we know of, there was an interdimensional war of Kang. Kang figured out how to go from his dimension to another dimension that had another him. You know what I mean? I don't know how to put that. Another...
Like
Other
Rick and Morty or
reality
something.
Yeah,
versions
Rick and
of
Morty.
it.
There you go. So if that's exactly. If that helps you get your head around it, Citadel of Rick. So Kang finds the Citadel of Kang, and I'm pretty sure this is where the Rick story comes from anyway, Rick and Morty.
Sure.
And a war happens between all the Kangs, and they almost kill everything. They almost kill all of every timeline, all of that. So this Kang, he who remains, actually killed every other Kang and curves and controls time and does not allow alternate dimensions to be born or alternate timelines. There's no multiverse under this current Kang, let's say, the original MCU.
What is the benefit to being the only Kang? Does he grow more stronger?
No, but there's no war. There's no more war. There's no more chance that all of everything will be blanketed out because of the Kang War, let's call it. So this Kang controlled everything for a time. He was controlling the timeline as we knew it from Iron Man 1, we'll say, and before, up until the end of the Loki series and the end of the Scarlet Witch series, which happened simultaneously. We don't know the specifics, really. They haven't, plotted it out to the audience, but everybody's piecing it together, that when Scarlet Witch becomes the Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
she actually breaks his control over the timeline. She becomes more powerful through her magic. She has this fucking galactic type magic, they call it. I don't know what the hell they call it specifically.
An Omega level threat.
Omega level, yeah. So she can break all things. She can break reality. She can break time, dimensions. And when she is like born, when she assumes her power, they show it at the end of her show, and then at the end of Loki. At the end of Loki, you see when Loki's speaking to He Who Remains, who is Kang, you see the timeline in the background break, and these new alternate ones split off. So through this recent phase has been a lot of Spider-Man. That's why all the Spider-Men met each other, because the timeline and the dimensions were broken.
Right.
That's how they explain that and make it like, real and happen. So that's what the last phase has been. It's been a lot of chaos, new timelines, new we don't know where we are, because the Earth we know that like the Robert Downey Tony Stark is designated Earth 616. We learned that in the Doctor Strange movie, because he's kind of the first Avenger to travel through the dimensions by accident because of someone named America Chavez. Anyway, won't go too far. That kind of sums it up, though. He Who Remains at the end of Loki warns, if you kill me, because what he was going to do was give Loki control, or pretend to. I think at that point, He Who Remains didn't know why he couldn't control anymore, because he could see only up to a certain point with his vision. And Scarlet Witch is born, and I think he hasn't put that together yet. He doesn't know that that's why that happens, and he has no control over it. So after that, Loki's
gets,
that
killed.
Kang gets killed, and then now we're in like a free-for-all kind of situation, and Ant-Man now, because of his ability to travel through the quantum realm, it said the quantum realm exists between time, between everything. Even in reality, that's how they explain it.
Right.
Look at quantum computing
physics,
and all this shit, quantum
mechanics,
physics.
yeah.
So they, that's how the comics used the science to kind of explain some of this shit.
Yay, science.
So now,
But do you see how, for somebody that isn't caught up on all the movies, how impregnable that is?
I went to the movies to watch Iron Man 1. I'm sorry, but it's just like someone with Game of Thrones. All I can tell you is,
you have
if
to
you
watch
feel
everything
inclined to go back and watch it, you should, because it's good. But if you're not inclined because of the
tells a
subject
good,
matter,
cohesive
I
story.
can't.
No,
help
it's
you.
not
just
that
gotta
it's the
watch it in
inclination.
order.
It's just like the
complex.
the amount that you have to tackle.
I can
to
do
get
the Marvel
to
thing
it.
like you could do the Thrones thing. So that's how my mind is.
Yeah.
If you
No,
say,
and there's plenty of people that follow it know exactly what you're talking about. I'm just saying for the people who
it's very intimidating.
maybe
and I'm
want to get
sure
into it but
for a
don't
casual
want to go
fan,
back
I
and watch all of
guarantee
it.
that's a conversation that Kevin Feige and all those people have producing this shit. They go, how the fuck do we build on what we've done and the success,
Right.
while also offering this to a new audience? I don't know how to answer that. I would say,
I think
yeah,
the
it is
TV shows are the
intimidating.
gateway.
I would say it's just like anything. If you watch something in the middle, if something interests you, if they're able to continue to innovate, because they usually make thematic movies. They'll do it's like a detective movie, or it's a secret agent movie, but it'll just happen to be Captain America, but it's really like a James Bond thriller. That's how they write the story. So they do that. That's how they make these movies feel different, and they'll use a theme. And I think those themes draw people in. And if you're attached or attracted to one, you might then be so inclined to say, but wait, I want to know more. And that's how, Sam would get involved. That's how anybody who...
And then based on the interest, they create more content.
You could
towards
just go
that or
nuts
not.
if you want. And I think they are even conscious that, and, the changes at Disney show it. Like,
They're probably
Bob Iger's,
looking at the success of the Guardians of
Disney-
the Galaxy, and if that took off, that's why they're going with these more cosmic threats and stuff like that.
Yeah, it seems
You
like
need
it's
the
been a
big
lot
bad.
of
Thanos was-
intergalactic kind of cosmic.
It
cosmic
started
threats.
small. It started with Iron Man and terrorists. That's the first theme.
Yeah.
The first small, it's very, and it's especially in 2008 when the war in Iraq and Afghanistan and 9/11 was so present in everybody's lives. It was so relatable. There was just something about how the themes they used that the audience, you were very oh, I could see that. I could see a fucking metal suit with someone in it because how high-tech my phone is, or, I mean, at the time, the iPhone just got announced. But anyway, different world. Now the themes have changed, and they're usually really good at it. These recent shows, though, I'll agree that they missed the target. whether they didn't budget enough money or time into the scripts or the visuals, maybe. Like, to me, the attraction of Marvel
They've almost
is
become
the
like the
visuals.
Fast and the Furious movies.
Yeah,
They're all-
exactly.
It seems like they're all always kind of interlinked.
Interlinked
Yeah.
cells within a cell.
It's like-
Mother holding her child, interlinked.
Interlinked.
Sorry, that's anybody guess
Oh
that
yeah,
reference?
we
Good
know
for
that
you.
one. Joe loves it. Little Joe.
Yeah,
He does.
I
Joe
meant
loves
the
the cells
audience.
interlinked.
You're way off base.
Well, yeah, I mean, but from
Now's
what
a
I
good
hear,
time to
this is
start.
supposed to set the stage for the next phase.
Now's a good
right?
time to start because look, Iron Man's dead. Captain America ain't in it. You don't need to know. Thor's not in it. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy ain't in it. This is about Ant-Man. So, okay, what is that? Ant-Man gets small. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Ant-Man
You
gets
watch
small.
the first one. The
You
first
want
one
to
was actually a
learn
very
more?
good movie.
You'll. I'm interested in. Wait, that's his daughter. Oh, what about? And then you could go back and watch. But I think this would be a good movie to start with because it should actually be. It looks pretty violent if we actually fucking watch the whole thing. You'll see it. Ant-Man doesn't look good. It looks.
It looks like he's
this
getting the
could
shit
get-
kicked in.
Yeah, this looks rough. And I'm curious to see how they have fun with, because apparently I think Rick and Morty writers helped with this movie. I forget if it was
That's
this
funny.
one or Doctor Strange, but I'm pretty sure it's this one because of how good Rick and Morty was at the Citadel of Ricks and the
Yeah.
interdimensional
That new
play.
game they came out with looks pretty funny.
Actually, he's in some hot water.
Downloaded
Did you
it.
see that fucking shit that the creator's in?
Yes, I did.
I
see
didn't
it,
even think
yeah.
of that.
And
That
it
wasn't
it
even
was
a
a
topic
story
we threw
from
out
like
there.
Justin Roiland,
2018
yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
It was a little-
apparently wrongfully
Physical-
imprisoned and domestically abused his wife.
Hold on, you.
Something.
Oh, we got some
was-
thunder.
Is that what that is? I was gonna say
I think
no.
that's the heater.
We had a good
Oh.
segue going when we were talking about before the domestic. I mean, do you want to talk about that? It's a fucked up situation.
I don't.
man.
No. I
Dana
just,
White too. He
Dana fucking White, dude. I
and
mean,
he's
you
got a
surprised
slap
though?
show.
You
It's-
surprised? Come on.
No, and I
Come
mean,
on.
like
These guys are.
she like fucking attacks
need to
him.
start
It's
treating each
fucked
other
up
better, for
situation.
Christ's
You know,
sake.
fucking.
Both
You know,
sides.
listen,
But
we're
the thing
stronger
what
than
makes it
women,
fucked up is he's
or-
got a
I'm not-
slap show.
that
His
even
show is
sounds
about
like
slapping,
it's
and he
not.
slapped his wife. It's
You
like,
don't fucking. You just don't.
No,
Listen,
you don't.
you
You
just
take,
don't.
You take the L. You know.
Yeah, she slaps you. You probably fucking deserved it anyway.
Yeah,
'cause
he's
I'm
dead.
sure there's something behind it that
Yeah.
you don't know. So retaliating.
People don't
Right.
start with that.
Be a
yeah.
fucking man. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're so fucking manly, and they want to preach about how manly they are, and it's all about the testosterone, and I lift
Right.
fucking weights
But
and
then
fight
that's the
and
shit
brawl.
that hijacks them.
And then yeah, your
fucking
brain
makes them
get
hit their
fucking
wife.
turns off because you slapped your wife. So like, I don't. You know, I'm not. You know.
I
there's
mean, he's
no-
owning it. He definitely has been owning
Good
it.
for you. He
But
still
the
makes a, you know,
the thing
fucking
that's
dick.
fucked
Fine.
up is that the show.
They're not
is,
going to take away the UFC from him. Nothing's
No.
really going to
No, nothing's gonna
happen.
happen.
And that's up to his wife, really. You know, that's between them in reality. Like,
yeah.
you can make your judgments and shit, but like, am I not going to watch UFC? I can't say that. You know what I mean?
There's other people involved in it besides.
I can't
I
even
know,
say that I
I-
watch it in the beginning.
I'm not going to get on a high horse about it. But yeah, it's a piece of shit.
But with the
move.
other
Don't do it.
guy,
You should fucking preach. You should tell
Justin
fucking other
Roiland?
guys don't fucking do
Justin
it.
Roiland.
Because guaranteed the UFC has tons of domestic violence issues.
Oh,
So does
Yeah,
the
yeah,
NFL.
yeah.
You know, we fucking know what. You know, we know about this. Like, this is, you know.
Well, with the Roiland guy, I mean, not much else, right? It was just
the
a
thing
fucked up
is,
situation.
if you don't
there.
catch it on camera, you know, that's
yeah.
the thing about it. Like,
But
oh, well,
High
now
on
we got
Life, I
video.
heard, is a fucking hilarious
High on
game.
Life,
It is,
and
it
while we
is.
talk about that,
It
that
is.
is a new game.
I'm
So
actually gonna, for the 4 people watching,
Push
I'm
it
gonna
in
be
there.
We don't have to keep referencing
possibly
that. They know.
streaming it.
what's
It
that?
should be possibly.
Alright,
What kind of
that'd be
fucking
funny.
teaser
I
is
would
that?
like to
When
stream
is that out? Is
stream
that out
back.
already, or
Should
is that
tease it.
still coming?
Should play
It's
it. and
out.
Tease it.
It's out now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It looked
It's part
pretty
of the
funny.
Xbox Pass.
I
You
just
have the
saw like a
Xbox
It's on
guy
Game
shooting
Pass,
at
yeah.
aliens, and then all of a sudden the alien just stops and starts like twerking while he's like in the
It's
middle.
the
like,
most successful non-Xbox game to be on Game Pass.
What's hilarious though is like you could like pause the game, and he's like, "Just shoot." He's like, "What history of video games is the pause button?"
Yeah,
every shot
yeah.
somebody like the shit's like he'll commentate on the way you're playing.
Break the
Yeah,
fourth
yeah.
wall. They're always good at that. Yeah,
So-
they're good.
Kind of reminds me of that bullet that talks to you in Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, yeah, or
There's
the
a gun
gun.
that talks to you,
Yeah.
yeah, with the bullet. It's like
Roger
a holographic
Rabbit.
bullet.
Immediately.
The
think of
Roger Rabbit with the pistol.
Yep.
Yeah.
The bullets.
Well, which way did he go? That away.
Well, so also the Harry Potter game's coming, right?
Oh,
Like,
can't wait. February 10th. Pretty sure we
Harry!
looked at.
That should be
It's not
pretty
Harry
cool.
Potter
Coming
game,
pretty
though.
soon.
I know that's what we know.
It's a
it as.
Hogwarts
Wizarding
game, right?
World.
Whatever.
Yeah, Harry
No,
Potter.
I know it's hard
Is
not
he
to call
even
it
in
that. No,
Harry?
hell no. It's like 100 years before him.
It's like the
Oh, it's
1800s
100
or
years
something.
So
no shit.
I saw a few pieces of info because now they're on a heavy promo at this point. So Sirius Black's like great grandfather
played
is
by
the
Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg is
That's
the
awesome.
headmaster of Hogwarts.
Oh wow.
A Weasley is like the kind of second. It's a let's say it's like Ron Weasley's great grandmother is she's like
She's
the
like McGonagall kind of.
assistant kind of headmaster thing. I forgot what
She's
the
probably like
designation.
Professor McGonagall.
Exactly.
You do a
Kinda second in
McGonagall,
command.
don't you?
do
10
you
points for Gryffindor. And you do a
10 points for Gryffindor.
What do you mean?
I knew you had one in you.
I can't wait. That's an open world.
Each?
Harry Potter. I'm all about being able to explore Hogwarts. The fucking the curse, the forest there.
Oh,
It looks like you're really being.
Is it multiplayer? It's multiplayer, right?
No.
My only regret is that
I don't know
Hagrid's
if
not
it
in
might
it.
be
Hagrid's my favorite
PvP
character.
through the.
That'd be cool. You going through the
spells and
forest with
shit?
your friends. With the
Yeah, it's not an MMO or anything like to that degree.
See, I thought it was.
No,
Dirty
that would
Dirty
be
Butts
super
every
success-
flavor
I mean, I
beans.
can't imagine how unbelievably successful that.
Do you
would
remember
be.
that shit?
She's
The
very
fucking
protective
Sorcerer's
of her
Stone
shit.
game?
She does not like. You can see if you look at a lot of the stuff like. As available as Harry Potter shit is, it's very selective with the storytelling.
Did you ever play
Books,
the
she
PlayStation
doesn't let others
games?
write books with it.
Yeah.
She does not like outsource it or let people license it very
Well, yeah,
easily.
because
so
then they.
it affects the story. It
they
affects
try
her
to-
story.
Yeah.
And then they try to, they, you know what they do. So George Martin is the same fucking way.
Did you ever play the
Not
original
gonna let
PlayStation
fan
games?
fucking, right? What's
On
George
PlayStation,
Martin
PlayStation 2?
fan
stats
fiction.
on fan fiction?
He does not like
Fuck
fan
you.
fiction because what ends up happening.
George R. R. Martin?
Yeah, because what ends up happening is somebody. You're taking. First of all, it's not your original idea, so you're writing somebody else's story, and then let's say something happens in the way that he writes his story that you wrote in your fan fiction 2 years before. So he stole my idea, but no, you stole his fucking idea
Or that
and
idea
did what
was
you wanted with
better.
it, and then that's why it creates problems for artists. Even like
Makes
in
sense.
the Star Wars universe.
Oh, Lucas has always been.
And even,
challenged
but
with
that
'cause
extends to
it's better than Lucas.
yeah, but that also extends to gaming too, because then hackers will hack a game
Oh,
and then they'll add these features and things that are cool.
GTA.
And then when the developer adds those things to their game, people are like, well, they stole the idea from the hacker. And that's why, you have to have that line where you protect your intellectual property. And a lot of people don't understand.
then-
It's not fair, but, you have to protect
Fair.
your
What the
intellectual
fuck is
property.
fair?
It's your story. It's your thing. It's your game, whatever it may be.
you wouldn't
so.
have the ability to riff on what I did if I didn't create what I did. So
Yeah.
riff your own thing, and but that I understand. It's kind of like, and then if you're writing something as a hacker, it's open sourced, meaning it's open. Anybody could take it. You didn't IP it. It's not
Right.
licensed. It's not copywritten. You have no legal ownership over it.
Right.
Even though you did create it, you didn't legally. You know what I mean? It's like, so what do we? It kind of has no. There's no end to it. But no, I wouldn't want. She's always very protective over the whole.
Oh. Joe gave us a good list here.
What's he got?
Start it off. So we got a Resident Evil 4 remake,
Yeah,
which I'm looking forward to
Still
because
waiting.
I never
When is
played
that?
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I don't know. when the date
I've
is.
always been waiting for a remake, and finally it's coming. We have Jedi Survivor, which we can talk more about when we talk about Star Wars. But Dead Island 2, also looking forward to that. Hoodoo Ya Voodoo.
That's that's the end of March. Resident Evil 4 remake. So
Alright, so
we'll
we got some
definitely have
time
to
on
talk about If we don't bring Mike Pacifico on the show to talk about
Oh,
Resident Evil,
man.
we've
I've been
failed
saying
as a
it from
show,
the
and
start.
he'll hate us forever.
We should have a Resident Evil episode for sure.
Well,
Street Fighter 6.
I don't know what that is.
Redfall. I'm not sure. Isn't that like a space? I don't know what Redfall
It's
exactly
weird. It would
is.
almost help if Joe was here.
Diablo 4, Splinter Cell remake, Starfield.
Eh.
I'm looking forward to Starfield and Spider-Man 2.
A lot of rumor though. A lot
Spider-Man 2
of
I'm
like
looking forward
we
to.
need. I
No,
need
the Logan game too, right? Isn't
Diablo 4. We're
Logan's
a bit
not coming
away
until I think
from.
next year.
There's a lot. There's a lot for 2023. I think we've been waiting
Logan's-
on, but.
It's been such a
Splinter
lull.
Cell, though, we're still definitely not getting.
Such a
Starfield,
lull.
I don't know about Starfield. I feel like Starfield's gonna fucking bomb, but whatever. I could be
Think it'll
wrong.
bomb?
I think so. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be expansive.
I think it's
and
gonna be
very
out of this
big, and I think it'll have certain parts of it, but I don't know if.
I think it'll be a hit.
All right.
I'm not
Bethesda
a Resident
game
Evil guy.
with the backing of
It's
more
it's
money.
Bethesda. That's it.
Bethesda
It's
with the
Bethesda.
backing of
Fuck
Microsoft
Bethesda.
money.
I just don't see. I don't know.
Fallout. They have a
Find out.
proven track record of developing intellectual
I know
property.
they put everything
Fallout,
into this. Everything.
Elder Scrolls games. Fucking. What's the other one that they got? That's
I'll
big?
say I hope it's great. I have no want for it to be bad.
Why am I? Oh, Wolfenstein. I think
Wolfenstein was a good game.
Wolfenstein, Wolfenstein, whatever.
First-person shooter. It's like
Well, they had a couple of remakes that were more recent, and they're actually pretty good.
They're good. Yeah.
And
Wolfenstein
I think
was
they
one.
own. Don't they own Doom too?
Not Bethesda.
No.
No. I thought they did something with the Doom.
It's like Quake is Epic, and what is Doom?
I don't know who makes
Doom. Is
Doom.
3D Realms is Duke Nukem, and Doom is.
Apparently they
We know who
killed
Doom.
a game.
Which one?
A Duke Nukem game they were making. They killed it.
Why?
Blizzard
I
doesn't
feel
make
like it's
Doom,
so
right?
easy. Like
I think the last
now
one
more
wasn't
than
very
ever,
good.
it's easy. No, the last ones were terrible. Like the most recent two are the worst. How do you make a great Duke Nukem game in the era of political correctness?
Yeah,
wait,
you
yeah.
kind of
Bethesda
can't.
does make Doom.
Bethesda makes Doom.
Yeah.
Shit.
That.
And you want to laugh? I didn't like the newest Doom.
Yeah.
I tried playing it.
I don't know.
I gave it like.
I mean, you and Bethesda, we have a clear
Evil
relationship.
Within.
I don't even know if
Dishonored.
Bethesda made it, but
Dishonored
I
is
like
a
the new
great
Doom.
series. I forgot all about Dishonored. Great series. Dishonored. You would even like Dishonored.
What's that?
It's
It's like a fucking crazy.
like almost steampunky. It's like a plague
It's their
city.
version of Bioshock.
It's like a plague city, and you were the princess's like sworn defender. But then Michael Madsen, a guy voiced by Michael Madsen, great voice actor and actor.
Oh, they have a great game
yeah,
about
Michael
him too.
Madsen's
He
great.
kills the queen and then kidnaps the princess, and then you're framed. And
Michael Madsen was great in Sin City.
he's
Yeah,
great, and
he's
he's
everything.
got that voice, and that's the thing. He
Reservoir,
does the
yeah,
voice
fucking
for the guy in that.
Smokes fucking 3 packs a day.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's just like
Jesus
fucking
Christ, bro.
raspy.
I can't do it at all.
Yeah, it's like Rust.
It's like
if
Rust.
if Rust was a voice, it would be
Rust
that.
This would be fucking
Um,
Michael Madsen.
Yeah, but Dishonored's a great game.
Damn, you
Very
should put
like
that in his
cool
fucking
powers and
Wikipedia.
stuff. Show you a preview of that. Yeah, there's there's a good amount of stuff coming this
What
year.
do you guys have that you bought that you're not playing? Do you have any of that? 'Cause I have a
Pokemon.
backlog.
The
I
new
have a
the
backlog.
newest Pokemon
Of
game.
course you
Haven't-
wouldn't, 'cause you're
I
fucking
bought it.
spoofing fucking.
Yeah,
Pokemon
it's
Go.
fuck.
Go, that's why.
So here's
having a
one.
good
You're
time.
getting your Pokemon fixed, so why would you double it up?
I bought
Exactly.
Evil West. Evil West kind of looks like.
Oh, the Clint Eastwood fucking.
It's like
West.
almost looks like a little bit like
a
a
beer.
Darksiders type game where you're killing demons and shit. But it's a 2-player game that you can play online with your friends.
Hells is here.
Oh,
I want to stream
Fucking
that with my
Burnt
buddy
Hills
Mark,
is in the house.
so that should be fun.
What's it called?
Evil West,
And it's a cowboy game.
it's a cowboy demon
love-
killing game.
I love cowboy games. You ever see Cowboys vs Aliens?
I saw that
With
movie
Daniel
in the movie
Craig?
theaters.
Me too.
Yeah, with Harrison Ford was even in
It
that.
was pretty cool because like they didn't know that they were aliens. They thought they
Yeah.
were demons,
Yeah,
which made it like they just thought it was like Satan. Meanwhile, it's aliens.
It's Satan.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
So that's pretty cool. Shit, I never heard of that one. I love a good
Evil
cowboy
West. Yeah,
story.
look it up. The trailer looks promising.
Fuck, I gotta
And
fix it
I
so we
needed
can put
something
this
that
on
was
the
a
stream.
2-player game because my buddy Mark and I, McNuck, shout out to McNucks, one of my best friends on the interwebs. We usually stream games together and stuff, and we always do a lot of laughing and shit. But he's good for me with my.
Why the fuck
ADHD
haven't we
brain.
Sea of Thieves? That's what I want to play.
Sea
You
of
should play it
Thieves?
tonight. Sea of Thieves, dude.
I actually played drinking Sea of Thieves with Nux and my friend Peachy Sweet,
Yeah,
whose last name is actually Sweet. So
it's
there
funny.
you go. Maybe you're like distant relatives somehow.
Yeah, there's more of us than you
Hilarious.
would think.
More sweets than sours.
The
that's
meek
for sure.
shall inherit the earth.
The sweet so
The sweet shall inherit the earth.
But that was a lot of fun. We got to do more of those Pirates of the Caribbean missions because they're a lot of fun.
Oh, it's all right. I like, the real life, like getting the loot and then somebody attacks you and it's like, oh my. Even Joe was on that one night. We were having a
The
good
only
amount of fun.
thing I hate in that game are the fucking weeping chests, man. They're the fucking worst.
Well, that's why you just don't eat. Like
I'll
Vin
leave
will
them
be like,
behind.
take that, get that the fuck off the boat.
Yeah,
I
because
forget
then you
the-
got to play music for it the whole time.
Oh, is that what stops it?
If you play music next to the chest, it stops crying.
Oh,
Yeah, but somebody has to be.
there's
playing
also
music
the
by it all
flaming
the
one
time.
though that you have to keep quenching the flames. That
Yeah,
one's
you have
tough.
to keep dumping water on it. and
We should
then-
play some Sea of Thieves, man. I miss that game. There's nothing else good games going on right now.
True. Well, you said that Harry Potter's coming out soon, right? February.
We
So
got another month or
we
so.
got
Yeah.
about- yeah, less than a month now. I mean, we're fucking 13th already. Holy shit, we're like halfway through.
Yeah,
through
so
January almost already.
We got some time.
It's insane.
It's a shame we didn't get more gameplay out of the WWE game.
Yeah, I mean, I play it a lot with my niece, believe it or not.
Oh,
my
yeah?
my niece wanted to create a character in the game, so we made her. I followed all her instructions. I let her select what hairstyles and all that shit,
Right.
and she made this cute little character.
You could put her
She
face in it.
well, I did. Well, no, I didn't put her face in it. I didn't want to do that for a kid, but we had fun making her a little character and stuff, and she loves playing, and she loves playing as me. Because I made myself as like a wrestler, but then I also made my alternate costume, Peter Griffin.
Right.
I have a giant chicken in the game, so we have a lot of fun with that stuff. And when she starts losing, or if she starts losing, because sometimes she'll win on her own, but if she starts losing, she'll give me the controller and I'll beat the shit out of whoever we're playing. And I mean, yeah, I don't regret getting that game. I think it's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of enjoyable experiences.
Oh, no
with it.
regrets getting it. I just wish that we got more use out of it. We were
there's
supposed to
nothing
stream
stopping
that.
us but us, I
Yeah,
mean, we're
which
always
game
on
was
it?
PlayStation.
The newer WWE game that came out.
I have it.
It was a great game.
We could play it online, can't we?
No, you know what? The only reason why we haven't
Joe's
played
on
this
Xbox.
is Joe's motherfucking ass won't get WWE game on PlayStation,
Yeah, well,
even though
whatever.
the
It's
three of
on
us
sale.
have it. It's on sale, Joe.
Lost
It's a
it.
sin, Joe.
Came and went.
It's a sin.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe page so we can get Joe a computer so he could be here with us, even
Yep.
digitally. It would be good.
Digital
We do
Joe.
need him here because I
You
guarantee.
could make him a hologram like Kiati Mundi.
He's
No,
not.
we're just gonna get the Shawn Michaels fucking cutout. We're gonna get the Shawn Michaels cutout every time
What
Joe's
if the
not
droid
here.
attack of the Wookiees?
Rob, do me a favor, bud. I'm sorry. Can you throw me your keys with your
Yeah.
church key? Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, Chris.
So, well, regarding gaming, a lot to look forward to. Not much to report yet.
I
but,
still haven't finished Ragnarok. Isn't
I
that a fucking
pre-ordered.
sin?
I pre-ordered the Star Wars game. I pre-ordered.
Oh, can't
What
wait.
is that? What is? I don't
Well, we have a
know.
little Star Wars.
Is it
coming
like
up
just a
soon,
campaign type of game, story game?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Did
It's
you
a
play
fucking
Fallen Order?
Survivor?
Oh, is it a sequel to that?
It's a sequel. It's a
I
direct
didn't play
sequel.
Fallen Order. I got it on PC.
So good,
Dude,
what?
you're
Especially
fucking
on
missing
PS5.
out. You're a big Star
The
Wars.
Probably
guy.
play it on
fucking
PC.
up-res.
There's a
I own it
free
on
Star Wars.
PC. I'll play it on
I
there.
platinum
on
that
PC?
game.
I think I got it for free. I think I might have got it for free on PlayStation, but bought it on PC at some point before.
Either way, play it
Yeah,
on your whatever. Play it next
play it.
gen.
I
The
really-
lightsaber looks gorgeous.
Yeah,
It's a really good story.
I love the starfighting in Battlefront. I
Yeah,
There's
it
no
looks
star
depth.
fighting,
There's no
unfortunately, in
depth
this
there.
game, but it's
Some depth.
it's Jedi. It's
I mean-
did you ever play like
Yeah,
Jedi
story's always
Outcast
good.
and shit like that back in the day? It's about like a lone Jedi
Yeah.
story.
Follow the Jedi Temple. You're fucking Padawan.
I didn't
who's
play
on
a lot of the
run.
games. I played the Battlefront games. I played
My favorite was the Jedi Academy. Oh, that was such a good
the
game.
Pod Racer game was cool.
I think that was the first Star Wars game where you actually made your own character, like in the game.
What was the other one? The other one was the best.
Which one?
Star Killer
Knights of
and
the
all
Old
that.
Republic. Oh well, you're talking
Oh,
about
yeah, Force Unleashed.
Force. I played the
Unleashed
Force
and
Unleashed
KOTOR
games.
were the
Yeah,
best.
I have to say
Those were
though,
cool.
Force Unleashed 2 was a big disappointment.
I know it was
compared to
fucking
the
a
first
30-minute
one.
game. They were lazy.
I literally
I don't know how you
pre-ordered
fumble
it,
that.
got it at midnight. GameStop ended up giving me the fucking X-wing, the cardboard X-wing that hung from the
Oh,
ceiling.
God. Yeah,
But then it fucking got destroyed. Cocksucking fucking. But
well, we might as well just transition. On
Well,
Star
no, yeah,
Wars
we're hitting
topic,
Star
right?
yeah,
Wars
we might as
season.
well.
It is
We're
Star
on
Wars season.
Wars, but I ended up beating that game the same night that I got it. And I
Yeah, it was a
like,
piece of shit.
kidding me?
No,
Was there
this is
3 or
still
just 2?
Fallen Order was
This is
a
2.
long
It
game.
was only 2.
Fallen Order had a good. The one thing about the map design I hated, it was very labyrinth, which I kind of hate. You know, you're
If you miss
it's
something,
on rails.
like
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like God of War.
Exactly,
You
it's
gotta go
identical
through
to
the
that.
whole
It's
thing.
on
Right,
rails. It's you can only go so many directions, and all this shit. So
Yeah.
it does have that design element, which is
It is.
We
it
want
sucks.
the
But
open
when you're
world.
playing in narrative, I will say just to how we listen to Rob talk about any of the Oblivion, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls games. Some people can't follow that open narrative. Open narrative
Yeah.
is difficult because there's a lot of subplot and a lot of stuff that takes you away from. Sometimes they're just trying to actually, just like Uncharted, just like even Last of Us, they're trying to make a cinematic quality narrative experience. So
Right.
you're playing it on a bit of rails, so you're compromising some of the gameplay and the fun of like what
But if
video
you
games
gain a
can
good
be.
story, then at least
It's
if,
worth
if
it.
the trade-off is good,
Yes.
then it's worth it.
Yes.
It's
GTA
not always,
usually pulls it
like
off.
that, but
GTA is one of the best that they pull it off where they spin it together well, but some games do it.
There's
so
a difference
poorly,
between
like, what
telling
the
a
fuck?
story and providing stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've definitely to that point. I can't believe I stopped playing God of
Joe
War.
said Mando season 3 trailer during halftime of tomorrow's NFL.
Fucking
Wild
Joe,
Card
it's like
game.
you're here and you fucking have the rundown, but you're not. So thank you, because I
Wow.
have it right here. I literally that's what I read right before we went live. Was guess what? We're getting a Mando season 3 trailer on Monday. Can't wait, Mando. I'm very excited for Mando. I'm almost more excited for Ahsoka because of what's possible in the
Grand
Ahsoka show.
Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah, there's like
Oh
a
my
lot
God.
we could see in a. I think Thrawn. Wait, what's the timeline? I'm getting a little confused here.
So Ahsoka,
Where would Thrawn be in the Mandalorian
Well,
saga?
this
would be right in the timeline that Thrawn existed, because in the original novels that he was created in, he basically took over the Empire after
30
the
miles.
Emperor was killed. So
okay.
he was
right.
basically like
he
running
worked for the
entire
Emperor.
fleet.
He was working for the Empire in the
He
time
was the only
of Darth
alien
Vader.
that worked directly under the Emperor, because the
Yes.
Emperor was like extremely racist against aliens.
Right.
But
He
but
made an exception for
he
Thrawn.
made an exception for Thrawn because Thrawn was so brilliant and
He
calculating,
was humanoid.
and he was also
Yeah. It's just a different-
extremely effective.
very racist.
So the Emperor actually respected him
He's a
because
genius,
of
yeah.
his genius.
Very calculated.
I'm hoping we get to those kind of things. Like I'm
Like if Thrawn went
ready
against
for-
Luke Skywalker and like the original Star Wars would have been over. Like,
Yeah.
Well, no, but he
Okay.
does go against them in the books that we have.
But he's also Jedi Master Luke with the fucking black outfit and like a deeper understanding of the Force, and has already defeated Darth Vader. You know
Oh,
what I
you're
mean?
saying if he was around when he was younger,
Correct.
he would have been stamped
He would
out.
have been done.
It's possible.
Especially
I
with
mean,
the Solomir, he would have blocked the Force out.
but you got to figure too. There's always that element of destiny, and I think if no matter what, Luke was destined
down to destiny.
You know, no matter who the adversary would have been, it would have just been a different story.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. He's fucking really ruthless and calculated. And even Jedi Master Luke and all of them, he manages to get them in
See,
in
the Emperor
multiple
had the
vulnerable
potential
positions.
to be like that, but he was so pompous about his abilities that he overlooked
He
shit.
always loves
whereas
smearing their face in the shit.
Thrawn took everything as a serious threat and just immediately fucking
attacked it with everything.
Yeah, done.
Okay.
Done.
That could
Well,
be that could be a problem.
that's actually why Thrawn gets
your
kicked out of
weakness.
the Chiss.
Oh.
So Thrawn used to, work on behalf of his people as an admiral, general, whatever, and that's what these books are about that are canon. But eventually, he gets kicked out because he fires a preemptive strike. You don't really know why.
okay.
They tell you that like up front. You don't really know why. You just know that he does.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what the books are about. They dig into why he did it because he's a fucking genius, but that it tells something about his character. Thrawn's also obsessed with art. He studies the art of peoples, and everybody's always like, "Look at this fucking dickhead! What can you really learn
This
from a
fucking
painting?"
guy.
And then he'll point out like, "Oh, these strokes and this indicates this, this, and that."
Yeah.
And he's like reading into it, but then he's always right. So you can't
Yeah.
deny, his.
Oh,
His
the
insights
the dude's
is
dangerous because
fascinating.
he's so smart.
Sounds like a yeah.
They
he
mentioned
would
his
make-
name, so you know he's coming now.
He sounds like a character that you need the right actor.
Yeah.
You need the right
He's
We've
the
talked-
King
we've
Conqueror
already
after
spoken.
the
You don't
wanna
Thanos
waste
of
him.
Darth Vader. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to waste or blow your load by just throwing him in. Like he sounds like he needs like the right kind of development. You're gonna get
You're
one
gonna need
on one
Ahsoka
with the
to fight
character.
this dude. You know what I mean?
That sounds good. I can't. Yeah, that's like. I
Hell's-
think that show will be possibly. I don't want to say better than Mandalorian or anything, but it's just.
It's gonna
I
be
love the Clone Wars.
I mean, Rosario Dawson is Bay. You know.
Love it. Oh,
It's
love
gonna
Rosario.
fit together. It's gonna blend together with
I hope-
Mando and with Book of Boba.
Exactly.
I don't think
Yeah.
that they're gonna pull these stories apart.
No,
I think
no
they're gonna
reason.
keep interweaving them together in some form or another. I gotta go back and rewatch it because I don't remember where it left off.
Yeah, I think we're in that time of the season where we've been, and it's the best way to do it, in my opinion. You got to keep people thirsty. So now that we're so far away, like Bad Batch just came back, but no one's really talking about it. But there's a lot of underlying story in Bad Batch that has to do with what will come. There's a lot of Rex and the clones and what happened to the clones after the fall of
I
the
feel
Empire.
like they haven't advertised enough for it though.
And I also think it's one of those pieces of content, and it's good because sometimes people get sick of the marketing. Like, you don't want to even know it's a. I think they know it's a show people will go back and watch once they figure out what it has to
The
do with going
significance.
forward. Yeah, I think it's kind of one of those. But a lot of it, if you didn't watch Clone Wars, you're really not going to be interested because you're not really sure
There's
what
a
the
lot
fuck
of stuff
you're
I
watching.
feel like I fell behind with Disney. Like
I mean,
didn't
they were
watch
content machine.
I didn't
It's
watch
crazy.
Miss Marvel.
They were
I didn't
filling
watch-
Disney Plus with
I didn't
everything they could.
finish Bad. Whatchamacallit? Andor. I didn't finish that.
Guy watches thousands of episodes of One Piece. Can't watch 10 episodes of fucking Star Wars.
I was bored.
Biggest
Very
Star
fair
Wars
point.
fan.
Yeah.
Wait, we're
I
starting
was-
to bring up. We're gonna bring back that conversation we had.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest Star Wars fan in the room, Chris or Rob?
Will Chris overtake Rob? That's
Never.
the biggest Star Wars fan.
No, we gotta
If I,
poke him.
if
gotta-
I only
I gotta
watch
finish
more
Andor.
shows
Worth
than
it.
you,
I
then
will
I can
say,
make that claim.
Fucking Bad Batch, just the quality of the animation alone is worth it.
Well, yeah, it
It's-
looks
did
like
you
the
watch?
Clone Wars.
No, better than that. I'm saying the new, like, it has that style still.
I watched the
It's
first
consistent.
episode, so I know about like what it looks
Beautiful.
like.
What was the other one that they just did? Did you watch
What was
the
that
Jedi
fucking
stories?
Jedi named Dippa Balapa?
Oh God,
I die every fucking time I hear that name.
Falapa.
Dippa Balapa.
No, did you watch the what the fuck were the recent ones? The Jedi Tales.
Those were fantastic.
Yes,
Tales of
and
the
that's
Jedi.
the same animation. That's just the
Outstanding.
newer.
Out
updated
fucking
I didn't
version
even
of it.
hear that one.
Tales of the Jedi.
Tales
It
of
tells
the Je- it's-
Dooku's stories before he goes to the Sith.
Yeah,
Really?
It talks
Yeah.
about pre
Young
Clone Wars.
Dooku?
Dude, you
Wow,
would
they're
love
really
that shit. He
scraping
fucking fights
Padawan,
Yaddle,
Qui-Gon.
bro.
It's Padawan Qui-Gon with Dooku. It's
Was Dooku his master?
isn't it?
Dooku was Qui-Gon's master.
Yeah.
And
That's
Yoda
why
was
Qui-Gon
Dooku's master.
was always like, he was even more
Yoda was
in the
Dooku's
middle.
master?
Yoda was Dooku's
Yeah,
master.
Dooku's master.
Dooku was Qui-Gon's. Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Anakin.
Wow. And
Anakin Ahsoka.
how can Yoda be your teacher and you fucking turn on Yoda?
Well, he was a highly
Well, Yoda-
respected Jedi.
Well, because I think he knew the dueling plot that
Yeah.
Darth Sidious was implementing without knowing the full picture.
Well, I think
because
he also,
Sidious is going to fight.
Kill
He's
him.
going to split
Says
away
Sidious
from.
fucks him over.
Well, it also
wasn't-
explains that he has his
Yeah.
own internal conflict, and that like even Qui-Gon was like more wise than him in a lot of
okay.
ways. Like that's what that show really
It's true.
explains is like how he went from like Mr. Jedi to like, all right, well this is a
Fallen.
little more ambiguous on where I stand, and then before you know it, he's
They explore that in some of the.
But also there
extended
was the
Darth
whole
Jones
un-
books.
There is the plot, the underlying plot line of fucking. Who was the Jedi that went to get the clones to make the
Cephadias.
Oh,
yeah,
Sif-
Sifo Dyas and
Sifo-Dyas.
and like he was aware of
Sifo-Dyas.
some of those like he was a little more he had a little more information than I think, but like Sidious made sure he didn't have enough. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he was pointing that the Jedi Council was corrupt, and they were totally
They were
blinded by
full of
their own
themselves. They
fucking
lost
power.
themselves. And Yoda
wasn't-
saw that before the end. Like it was like
yeah. If you're willing to admit the good guys lose when they become too pompous, you can see it. If you're unwilling to accept,
You
it's
think
not
Mace
fair
Windu-
that the good guys lost. You're like, come on.
Do you think Mace Windu and Kiadi Mundi and the rest
Gabby
of
Mundi
them?
definitely died because we saw him die.
Well, no, I'm
Got
not saying.
shot.
I'm
Watchmen
saying
got
you think
shot a
that they
lot.
were
To the point where it
arrogant.
became a joke.
They were
Yes.
arrogant.
You think that
Yes.
that Mace Windu and
Mace
all that
Windu was
council at
arrogant.
the end.
Kiadi Mundi, I
Yeah,
don't think was
100%.
arrogant because he was like always looking.
If he
out
wasn't
for people.
arrogant, he
always
would have
just-
fucking killed Sidious on the spot, knowing how dangerous he was.
I think
He
anybody
tried.
that stood on the
Mace
council
Windu?
and
Well,
didn't,
that's true. Yeah.
you know, like most of the council was
but without
pompous.
delay. I just
I
mean
thought
with-
that
I
they
just
were
The
mean
better
without delay.
Jedi were the people that weren't on the council, and that's why Qui-Gon Jinn was never on the council. 'Cause
Listen
he
to
was,
the way they
he was
speak.
powerful enough
Listen-
a Jedi to like definitely be on the council. It's just that
Just
he was
like
so
Qui-Gon was never on the
counterculture.
council?
What?
Listen to the way they speak
Qui-Gon?
in
No.
the first movies there, and those in 1, 2, and 3. Like you can just tell by the way that the council speaks of themselves and of,
Because even
they're
Obi-Wan,
like so
Obi-Wan
like
was definitely
we're higher
indoctrinated
and
into
above
it.
it all, and we know all that is right. And you're like, sure, yeah, but are you doing like what the right thing, or sometimes what needs to be done? And they
Well,
weren't.
it's even what Obi-Wan says. You
And they were
remember he's like,
overly
"Do not
political.
defy the council, master, not again."
Yeah. It's
You know, he
always
got
about-
really like
Qui-Gon was the first inkling of that too. He was like trying to say like they're not infallible. They act it, but they're not.
Well, that's why they call it the Duel of the Fates, because he knew that he was going to be the father figure that Anakin needed, and it was the fate of Anakin that they were dueling over. And when he got killed,
Filoni, that's why. Yeah, that's also the reason I'm so excited for Ahsoka. Dave Filoni, you watch him
Obi-Wan
talk about.
Filoni.
Just watch Dave Filoni talk about Duel of the Fates, and you'll understand why he earned the keys to that kingdom. I think
Yep.
and that's why Ahsoka should be so good because he created her. She's one of the first non-George Lucas characters, like main characters. So like he's so heavily invested in her from when she was a kid in Clone Wars through her journey as Anakin's Padawan, leaves the Jedi and goes and does her own
it'd be interesting if you see Luke
Dave
Skywalker
Filoni understands all of that. You know what I mean? Ahsoka left similar to the thing we're talking about. She left because she could see how corrupt and just not right the Jedi Council was. They do a
explored
better
in that
job
stuff.
in that
Yeah.
in Clone Wars. They go deep into that in Clone Wars, where you don't get to see that because the movies are so kind of on the surface.
So for the upcoming year, just because I'm looking at the time and we still got some shit to get through. For the upcoming year, we know that we got Mando next season 3, season 4.
Season 3.
It's only
Right?
season
Is
3.
it 3?
It all blends
Season
together
three.
with Boba.
It's 3.
So we got Mando to look forward to. We have the sequel Star Wars game,
Fallen Order, yep.
Fallen Order. What's it called now?
It's called Jedi Survivor.
Jedi Survivor.
Jedi
And anything else that we know is on the radar for Star Wars?
Ahsoka.
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 Hopefully
I
Thrawn.
think there's one other. Is there one other show? We
You
have
said,
no
like, Bad
movies.
Batch.
No movies.
No
There's
movies.
no movie conversation yet. We'll probably start hearing more. I've heard Kathleen Kennedy with Indiana Jones 5. This is her last movie with Lucas. So I'm sorry, not George Lucas, but Lucas.
I wonder if they make a Mando something or a Thrawn movie. You know, maybe they make movies off of.
They're trying to do that. I think when they get the formula right, that's what they'll start to do.
Yeah.
I just don't think they've figured out how that works and how do you invest the money. I don't know if they figured out is $100 million enough. How do we build something that's going to make $1 billion in the theater? And if you're not spending enough money on the show and like
You
developing,
know, it would be a hell of a
it'd be-
movie.
it's not gonna
Talking
work.
about like getting like Mandalore back or something like that.
Well, that's
Oh,
this
well.
season 3 that I mean,
He's
Mando
going
is
back
going to
to
go back to
Mandalore.
Mandalore.
Like if they set that shit up where they're like,
and
really
he's
bring
the
back
sword
the
wielder.
Mandalorian.
He's technically the king of fucking Mandalore.
Mandalorians. He is Mandalore right now.
Yeah. Basically, that's it. He is the new beginning of Mandalore.
Mandalore is the title
That's
and
another
also
thing
the planet.
that they
you
did
know?
a lot of in the Clone Wars. That if you didn't watch Clone Wars, you have no fucking clue why they're focusing so hard on Mandalore.
In the
Like,
Revan books, it's a helmet of Mandalore.
oh, that's cool.
That he
They're
goes for.
fucking. They're like the Spartan. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're
it's very
Spartan-esque
Spartan-esque.
in the culture of Star Wars.
Fucking
Rob,
bounty
can you give
hunters.
us a oh my God, how am I forgetting his name right? It's a trap.
It's a trap. Admiral Akbar.
Akbar. There we go.
Admiral Akbar.
While Bill Carso,
Why are the shields up? They shouldn't know. What does he say?
No,
Yeah,
no,
a
he's
bunch
like,
of those lines.
no. It was Billy D. He was he's like, how can they be jamming us if they don't know that we're coming? Turn the ships around. The shield is still.
while Bill Kelso says Indiana Jones 5 looks awesome. I didn't know there was an Indiana Jones movie coming
It's
out.
coming
We
in
just
June.
got the trailer. Recently.
In
with some
fact, there
teaser
was
photos.
just on Hasbro Pulse.
Oh,
They
they're
had
gonna go in.
they had an announcement.
Fucking poor Rob. This guy's gonna be broke forever.
So they're gonna have in fact, it's available for pre-order now. The Temple of Doom white tuxedo jacket version of Indiana Jones. He comes with Lao She, the whatchamacallit, Haji. What's it?
The
Nair
Temple of
Haji?
Doom,
What
was
is
it?
it? The little the first emperor of China, and he also comes with the diamond. Remember? Now you give me the diamond. Remember,
Right.
And he also comes with a skewer with the flaming chicken that he stabs through the guy's chest.
This,
They also showed off a figure of Walter Donovan with the Grail, the fake Grail.
no.
So that's Grandmaster Pycelle.
That is
Right, right.
Mr. Pycelle.
Wild Bill
But-
Kelso also said, I already pre-ordered all the new Hasbro Indiana Jones figures
Me
that are
too.
available.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I actually got 2 of them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 of everything.
Cool. I guess we're opening those up.
Yeah, I
in
actually
June.
got
2 of
I
everything.
got 2 of them all. It's 'cause
I
wanna
actually
open one
put
and
down
play
a
with
down
them,
payment.
and,
I took out a mortgage.
Yeah, I got 2 of
Refinance.
everything. Toth is on.
And he doesn't play
pre-order.
fucking Lotto. Go figure.
I don't
Yeah.
play a
The
lot.
guy who should play Lotto, luckiest guy I know.
He is the luckiest guy.
How
I don't even want
lucky?
you to open these Pokemon cards because you're gonna get fucking gold in front
Yeah,
of
we're
us,
gonna
and then
get,
and it could have been the lottery
Platinum
ticket.
Mewtwo. They fucking roundhouse kicks you in the face in real life.
Well, so keeping things moving, Star Wars, lot of.
We're back.
Hold on.
It's Star Wars.
Wild Bill Kelso mentioned Mads Mikkelsen is playing a Werner von Braun type of character in the movie.
Right. Yeah, they're bringing back the
I
Nazis.
thought that was going to go in a different direction. I thought you were going to mention that Mads Mikkelsen, because
Love him.
friend of the
He's
show, Adam A.K., always says that Mads Mikkelsen should play Thrawn, which I disagree.
Yeah, but Mads Mikkelsen was already in the other movie.
Yeah, Hero was in Star Wars. Can't happen.
He was already in Star Wars.
Oh, is he in the one with
He was
was
what's her
in
name's
Rogue One.
dad from Rogue One that you
Solo?
hate.
Oh, was he?
He was the
He
one
was-
that
what's her
developed the
name's
Death
father?
Star.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well, then that kind of disqualifies him. All right,
Yeah,
anyway,
stupid
enough about
Adam.
Star Wars. Let's talk about the next biggest thing in news. What? Switch. There we go.
What?
McMahon.
Gotta add some glass shattering sounds. to
What?
that.
Wait, what's the quote? What's the Vince McMahon?
Life sucks, and then you die.
Well, and then you
That
sell
whole
the Saudis
speech
get
is amazing.
rich.
And then
Look up
you
Vince
make your
McMahon
daughter
life
quit her
sucks
job
speech.
and
There you go.
fucking
That's all you
take
need to
back
know
his
about
Greatest
Vince
thing.
McMahon, right?
Greatest
to know his
thing ever.
motivations.
No,
So-
well, there's a difference between Mr. McMahon, the character, and
Oh,
Vince
I know.
McMahon, the
Of
No,
man.
there
Of
isn't.
course.
They're the
There
same.
really
No,
it's
there's
thin.
a
One and the
difference.
same.
Anybody that actually knows him
mad
usually
people would take a
says
bullet
good
for
things.
him. All
Yeah.
these wrestlers, there's countless people would be like, "Oh, they fucking kill me."
And now
He's
he's
like my
back.
father. Yeah, I've heard all those.
Now
yeah,
he's
now he's
back.
back, and he's we're getting conflicting reports here, right? What's going on?
You know,
Selling to
I don't.
the Saudis. That's it.
He's
I don't
selling to
wanna-
the Saudis.
I don't even want to talk about it for that long. 'cause
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody has
This is Vince
spoken
McMahon.
about it ad nauseum.
Ad nauseam.
See,
Vince
Joe,
McMahon?
can't believe his Joe's not.
Oh
here.
yeah,
This
Joe.
is
If Joe was here,
fucking
what do you mean?
Oh,
Vince McMahon's
yeah,
going to
yeah.
ruin the WWE. He's gonna come back and sell the fucking Saudis.
Let's go. He's selling
You're
to
not
the
here,
Saudis.
Joe. You're
He's
not
selling to
here.
the Saudis.
All right.
The story arc of fucking Sergeant Slaughter plays out
That's
with
it.
the
The Iraqi sympathizer.
Iraqi sympathizers. Jesus, yeah, we're in some fucking.
I want my country
Look,
so
back.
it's conflicting. It's not true. A,
Well, there's some things that are
B,
true.
yeah,
He's
it's-
back on
it's
the board.
Versions of the truth.
He brought himself back on the board with
Stephanie
two
McMahon
former.
quit.
Like now, everyone talks about this guy Nick Khan, who is like the CEO
And he's
right
a
now.
lifer, right? He can't. Joe
No.
says he can't.
Who's that?
He
Vince?
bought so
Vince
no.
is.
He said Nick Khan bought so many shares of the WWE that he can't be fired. Nick Khan owns X amount of the
Well,
WWE.
I'm sure he owns a certain
Ensures-
amount.
Who the fuck is Nick Khan?
He was like a TV executive, and from Conrad Thompson's podcast, he's pretty much revealed that. Pretty much, he found out that he is a. If he was getting involved, it means that they were positioning for a sell. He's like this is what he does in Hollywood. He sells IP or something. I don't know.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
in bringing him on, the idea was that they might have been preparing or planning for a sale at some point.
Okay.
And so he's the CEO now. But before him, it was always George Barrios and Michelle Wilson, I think her name was. Those two names were always mentioned right next to Vince McMahon's. They
I
were
see.
the head of the board or whatever their title was. They were like the top people with Vince.
Yep.
And he fired them and then hired Nick Khan, and they were there for a long time.
Sure.
But now he came back with them, and then members of the board resigned or were removed.
I see.
people,
You want
um,
so
couple
my
people.
theory on this is this: we're getting partial news, like always. I think what he's trying to do is do what we've been trying to tell him to do for fucking years. Just like with Twitter, what did they do with Twitter? Elon
Take
Musk
it private?
brought it private. Guess how
Yeah.
he did that? He raised money. How did he raise money? He raised money from banks and all sorts of things.
Right.
I don't know. Do the Saudis own Twitter? I don't think so. I think everybody would know that. But I'm pretty sure Vince is fundraising to bring the WWE private. I think
that's
is
one
the
of the
ultimate
prevailing
goal.
theories right
The
now.
stock market's down. It's a good time to buy the shares at a low price. WWE shares are actually pretty solid, but
They
we're
are.
not in
They're performing
crazy.
very well.
Yeah, we're not in like crazy
When everything else is
overinflated
not.
times. I think he's trying to raise money, and the news got out that he would take money from the Saudi fund, which we see. There's a golf league called the. There's something that's going to combat with the PGA. I can't remember. LIV. I believe it's the LIV tour. It's a Saudi funded tour. They're dumping all this money into it. They're getting all these golf pros who
All the
paying
money,
them tons of
the
money.
gas money, that
Oil
was
money.
spent.
What do you want? Yeah, we'll fucking keep. Whatever. You want to really go there? Like, they have money. Why?
Yeah.
You know, we want to get into it. There's a lot of reasons, geopolitical reasons and economic reasons. They have money.
Right.
Okay, you want to thumb your nose at it and not take any of it? Sure, you can
Well,
fucking
everyone's
do
saying
that.
it's blood money because
it is blood.
Khashoggi.
It's
you
a whole
know,
lot
it's-
of. There's more than that.
cascading.
That's one fucking example.
Yeah,
That's just
that's
one.
just one that people know about.
But also, if you knew the complexities of how the fucking Saudi oligarchy kingdom works, like, good luck, because there's like 4,000 princes and a king, and then there's brothers and all this. I can't explain. Who gives a shit? You know, at the end of the day, I think it does come down to they want to bring the WWE private. I think that's
Well,
the
people
goal.
are worried that they would start like, why would you buy something if you weren't going to try to influence it? And if you look at like the laws and the
Investing's
rules,
investing.
Sure,
Why fuck with
hey,
something that works?
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm
They're
just
not
saying
gonna fuck with
the
the
fear that
product.
people have.
I know.
I don't think they would. I mean, because they're already
it's a
throwing
racial
money
thing.
at
It has
them.
nothing to do with fucking the reality.
There's definitely
of
a
the
lot of
money, and
undertones for that.
No one gives a
yes.
fuck about that. It's the
Yeah.
it's Vince McMahon, and they wouldn't own it. It wouldn't be American owned, and it's an American product.
Right.
You know, I understand where.
But
The
then it turns
underlying
out that that's not
conversation
even
is-
necessarily even
It's
happening.
probably not true.
That's why I don't want to speculate. We're
He's
not
shopping
fucking
it.
experts. We're not insiders. We don't know what the fuck we're talking
No,
about.
but the facts are he did come back.
He did
came
come back,
Stephanie
yes.
McMahon resigned. There's
she
definitely some shit
resigned
going
right
down.
after.
This
Well,
ain't
no, but
smooth.
here's the
This ain't
thing for
smooth.
her. She stepped down from her position like 8 months ago, and she
Okay.
was supposed to take a leave.
Very
And
convenient then to have your fucking press
And
release
then
the day
right
after.
after that, her fucking Vince fucking got all the news came out, and then she came back when Vince had to step down. So she was originally stepping down and had to come back because Vince fucking fucked up and got caught or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a
So-
whole. Hey, I'm gonna have my daughter take over because she's a woman, and I
Right.
got accused of sexual harassment, and she's a woman, so that covers the problem. And
Yeah.
yeah. I get
We don't
it.
know
I
anything about the palace intrigue of it all. I mean, maybe. I think at the end of the day, though, people like think this is ridiculous.
Wish
Vince
Joe was
McMahon
here.
controls 80% of the fucking company. Of course, he wants to be involved in the sale of that.
Would you? So you'd be okay with him selling it off? Well, if
I don't want them to. I
listen-
want it to stay in the McMahon family for generations.
Yeah.
I want Shane and Stephanie's kids to fucking have it.
Shane.
I want it to
challenging.
stay in the McMahon family, but I do think that there would be benefits to it becoming private.
Definitely.
Because
Agreed.
so many
We've
of the
been saying
reasons
this.
why
We've
their
been
product
preaching
has
this
been
for a year.
diluted, everybody's complaining,
yes.
is because
Quarterly
they can't
fucking
offend the stock
earnings,
vendors.
They got every
Stock
fucking
vendors.
every stockholder has got
Stockholders.
every stock it has an opinion. Every little thing they can't offend
Stocks.
anybody. All this I get
Right.
it. Like literally, like
If they don't have,
they're beholden.
yeah, if
and
they don't
that's
have
why-
shareholders that they're beholden to,
Yeah.
then
And a
that
board.
frees them up
Tell
to
the
do
board to go fuck
edgier
themselves.
TV. Yeah, exactly. So
Okay, well, Elon Musk. Wait. Oh, you don't like it? No, guess what? You're fired. I mean, like at the end of the day, that's what a private company is. Like I own it again, and I
Right.
think that's probably before he wants to really hang it up, or I think he thinks that would be better for the company because I think we all feel that way. I think the audience feels that fucking way, like, or especially the older, more mature audience. Let's say they want to see it get edgier. Actually, you know what I saw today that I didn't realize? They're making Austin Theory like a badass. see this?
They're trying.
It's like the American champ, and they give him a beard.
He's got the U.S. champ. Yeah,
McAfee was
he's
talking
being a
about
little
it's
bit
funny.
more bold, and mouthing
Yeah,
off a
they're-
little bit more.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Well, they're
this guy's so
pushing him.
pussy.
He'll be a star because they're gonna push him like one no matter what, even
Yeah,
if people
yeah, he's
don't
not a
buy
real
it.
one.
But
Speaking of WWE, they were on their website. They actually had a big sale
Oh
of
yeah.
a bunch of shit. So I'm gonna show
Rob
off some
couldn't
of
help
the stuff. I
himself.
couldn't help
Thanks,
myself.
Joe.
Yeah,
Joe can't buy a
cocksucker.
computer. Can buy fucking. No,
I do want to just make sure while we round off the Vince McMahon thing.
Oh yeah.
He owns fucking 80% of the company. If you're gonna say that other people should control who that company gets sold to, you're a fucking moron.
I mean that's
Because
that's
why
never happened.
somebody else is gonna sell your then what if they fuck up? What if they do something that makes you less money? You know what I mean? Like, of course he's going to want to be involved in that. Now, if he gets back involved in the TV end of things, I think that would not be good.
Yeah.
You know, if he's running operations, there's a bunch of people that were just brought back, you know, because
Triple
they were
H
let
was
go.
Like, I like this guy.
Right. And now
Yeah,
maybe
kill
they
him.
wouldn't be safe. So, you know, I get why he's back. I will
It's
defend
weird.
him in that
How does
regard.
Joe have
But
no comment.
Joe's
Where you at,
not
Joe?
watching it anymore.
We need you.
We lost him.
you son of a bitch. This whole episode, we're going to call you out. Anyway.
First up, I got a
Oh,
Undertaker hat.
that ain't it.
Nah, well, I did Pokemon because it's toys and Pokemon.
Hold on. Oh, I'm not showing it.
He's
here.
got Pokemon cards over there.
So I've
open
got
up.
Undertaker's hat
Let
here.
me bring it over to your
We're
camera.
gonna probably do some skits or something like that with this. And I also got the gloves here and the little tie. So I haven't opened those yet, but
rest.
we're gonna open those eventually. I got an extender because my fat ass can definitely not fit that championship belt. So I'll actually be able to wear it with this.
I wonder if there's ever been a champion that needed one of those. Like
Andre?
fucking King Kong Bundy or Andre or something. Yeah, you know,
I mean,
they
look how
need a
big those
belt.
fit that
fucking
belt.
guys are. Yokozuna.
So this is a neat little.
Didn't Yokozuna
did.
have the belt?
Yeah, Yokozuna had the belt. I don't know if he
yeah.
ever had it around his waist.
No,
See if we
it's
can
just on
find
his
that.
shoulder.
Yeah, they were not gonna make another belt.
That's
That's
what
an
we need
image.
Joe for. Joe, has Yokozuna ever won the belt around his waist, or is it always over the shoulder?
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah, I was here.
So this is neat. This will allow me to hang the belt.
yeah, I
on a
gotta get one
wall.
of those.
So
I just wonder if that'll
definitely
fit
excited
my
about
belt.
that. Why not?
Because that has different spacing
Clasps.
depending. Yeah,
Gotcha.
so I don't know if the old belts will fit. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can hang your belt on the wall.
I got some shirts. Number one, the one I'm wearing right now, classic Stone Cold
What?
shirt.
God.
I got a Hulkamania shirt here.
Beer. What?
What?
That's a
I've
classic
got,
Hulkamania shirt. It's gonna be great.
very
It's gonna be hard not
classic.
to rip in half.
It's I got an Austin 316 shirt.
What?
You thump your Bible.
You got two. You got one
I got
Stone
a
Cold
Hulk
shirt.
Rules
What?
shirt that I wore the other day, and it's in the wash, so I don't have that one right now. And then I got a classic NWO. So I was thinking maybe
Look how
I
small
don't
the
know
bro
if you
looks
own
in
an
there.
NWO shirt
I
like
don't.
this, but you got to get one. So when we do the Royal Rumble, we could all do.
I'll do
Wolfpack
Royal
shirts.
Rumble and
We'll
NWO.
We'll do an NWO shirt.
We could even
Yeah,
do
let's
the
hype
strobe
up that
light
show.
effect.
Actually,
We
when
could-
are we doing that? January
that'll be fun.
29th. Fucking, I have to
29th,
ask
I
it.
think,
Yes,
Date
yeah.
every single
well,
time.
we don't know if we're gonna do a show or if we're just gonna have people over. Right? Was that the idea?
I'm not
And-
sure. You know,
And
we'll
also record. I know Joe wants Yao and Adam over here, and
Oh,
All right,
we'll
well, I'll
do-
see if
I say we
CJ wants to come too.
We've been having a fucking special guest rotation. We say we fucking do what we did last year,
yeah,
and we keep rotating people in.
fuck yeah.
yeah. They,
Uh,
they could sit over there while we
And then
record.
we'll fucking maybe we'll actually edit some videos. But I was gonna say maybe we'll come up with some shorts to put in between if we're gonna go offline or.
I also want to make a little shout out to my friend Marina, who hooked me up today with some of these cool Garbage Pail Kids cards.
Some
I
straight
know
90s
these
shit
are
right
hard
there.
to see these.
Garbage Pail
but,
Kids were
um,
pure 95.
This one's really cool. It's Skeletor, and it's He-Man tearing his like skull off, and it's
Stickers or
Skeletor
cards?
underneath.
Skeletor.
I think they're stickers. Like I think you can peel it off, but these were originally, yeah. See, it says Apocalypse sticker on the back, so you could probably peel this off and put it on something. I don't think I would, but she gave me Raptured Robert. She gave me this one's really cool. It's got a Ninja Turtle on it. It's got Leonardo on there, and then Jam Pack Peter, which is hilarious. So I have a Peter one,
Wow.
which is really funny. So thank you so much, Marina, and she hooked you guys up with
Yes.
a couple of them there
we got 'em.
because it's like some kind of four-headed thing, and she said it
Called
reminded of us for the podcast.
Apocalyptic Rick.
That's funny.
Four heads.
Next up, another friend that I want to shout out, my buddy Joe at the Rip and Ship Arena, Rip and Ship Gaming in Deer Park, hooked me up with this Foy Coco box, and I'm really excited because in Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, this was my starter, so that's why he hooked me up with this set. They did come out with sets for all three starters, but each one of these packs comes with all three of the original starters.
Right,
What
just the pin that's different?
The only thing that varies is the pin.
Okay.
So you get a different pin, and the only other variation would be the Myriadon giant
I
card.
like those big cards.
It's
I got
either that or
a
the red one
a
from
Raichu
Scarlet.
card like that, a big gold Raichu card.
So I'm gonna actually open this here because I want to He told me that it wasn't a bad thing to open because sometimes when I buy these sets, it's like probably more financially sound to leave it like closed.
We were talking about
Like
that earlier. I ripped mine
The
open.
Charizard set that they came out with, I haven't opened because like they're still charging like $1.50 for it, and I think I got it for $75, so I got lucky.
Fucking
I used a
score.
gift card and picked it up.
So,
Got some
side
gold
news
dice.
here. I forgot about this. Golden Globe Best Drama of 2022 went to
Oh well,
House of the
course.
Dragon.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a given.
did it?
Yes, it did.
Good.
Well,
Well,
that any of
earned.
that shit matters, but good for them.
You know.
I just saw George Martin
Happy to
tweeted
see
about it. Said here's a post I did not expect to be writing. House of the Dragon won the Golden Globe last night as the best drama of 2022. It was, of course, an honor just to be nominated, but I never expected we would win. Very cool. Good for them. I think that's
And yet,
that's one of the great things.
Considine-
We should have talked about that a little more. I think at the end of the year when we wrapped up, how successful House of the Dragons was at revitalizing
Oh,
Game of
so good.
Thrones and the lore and the interest. Oh, that's cool. Look at that.
Yeah, those
That's
cards. those big ones
badass.
are
Got to
cool.
frame that or something. What is it? What
Those
card
are-
This
is
is
it?
the bike one, the one that you're riding the game.
Oh, wow.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So
Does it have a matching smaller card?
Very cool.
Usually it has a
most
coinciding...
likely, but it's not in this pack. The only ones that they're guaranteeing giving you in this pack are the original starters, which I don't mind getting because I do like the base forms of them better than their full forms in this particular expansion. Like the little, what is it called? Sprigatito. I like that cute little grass kitten better than say the ultimate form of it.
I like the old.
And Fuecoco's cute next to Skeledirge. But Skeledirge, I gotta say, is really fucked up. Once you get this move called Torch Song, it's over for those fucking people. You just can't stop.
My
then
back
Quaxley's
hurts
like
from
a little-
organizing my Pokemon cards last night. I was sitting there just hunched over, organizing them all.
I got that binder, the ringless binder that I gotta put the cards in, but I
put them all in individual sleeves. Individual little sleeves.
Silver Tempest. That's a pretty cool looking pack, though. Yeah. If you look at the art that's on the pack itself, it's actually pretty neat. Let's see.
You open up one or two.
I'm excited. I haven't
You get.
popped any Pokemon cards.
You open up all of them. We'll be here all night, but definitely.
There's only
open up
4
a couple.
packs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't give you many in
Oh.
this one.
A lot of these things now they give you 16 deck of cards if it's
No, that's
crazy.
not it's not like a whole booster. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nobody wants you, Booster.
All right, we got Energy, Anorith, Unidentified Fossil, blah blah
New
blah.
Pokemon Go battle content just released.
Oh, that's a cool Pikachu.
Oh,
that-
that's right. Yeah, that
What are you
did.
talking about?
That's a neat Pikachu.
Yeah, he did.
I like the art on that Pika. Pika.
We've been terribly. Chris has been OD on Pokemon Go. I've been.
Looks
also
like I got a
on it
Clang
hard.
and
Next
a
level.
Ursaluna
yes.
V.
Oh, who's that?
Ursaluna V. It's the bear thing.
Yeah, that's the
and
bear.
then-
That's cool.
And I got a Clang. It's grinds my gear.
Yeah, it's a gear. I got the
Oh.
I got a VMAX of that thing's evolution.
You know,
I
it's
just
funny.
got a
I
shiny.
actually have that.
Taylor
in-
gave me a shiny Clang, whatever the.
We got to do some trades after this, by the way.
I have that Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and I named it Grinds My Gear.
It grinds your gears. It's got to.
You gotta-
I got 26 shinies now. Yeah.
I've been doing a lot more of the PvP
You
battles
do
in
chestnut?
Pokemon
You got
Go.
the chestnut and all that.
Yeah. I got a ton of those, ton of shiny ones too.
Yeah. We had the.
I've been doing a lot more of the PvP. There's they're really the
PvP is
strategy.
great.
Cool
You have to
Farfetch'd.
get you have to start with
the
a
fastest
Pokemon. I use
fucking
Giratina,
scissor.
and Giratina has one where it's like you got to get them to waste their shields.
Oh yeah,
as
absolutely.
quickly as possible.
This guy's kicking, and it
Absolutely.
says
If they-
Rapid Strike Style Mustard. I don't know what the
Mustard.
fuck that means.
In mustard,
but,
and that just made me hungry. You said
it's
mustard, and all I'm thinking is
Simisear
sandwich.
V. I don't know. It's a cool looking card, though.
Pokemon
Simisear.
Some of the
good.
art
Marvel
is
Snap.
I
you know,
enjoy the art
really
aspect
good.
of the cards more than honestly anything.
We got to compare our.
Yo, they
I
need
wanna
to come
compare
out with
my
a Marvel
collection with
Snap
Eric's.
fucking Pokemon type game. I don't understand. if they
Eric's
don't.
collection
Like,
is like.
What are you gonna do?
Unrivaled.
Capture Ant-Man or something. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
You said a Pokemon Go type game.
No, they need a fucking Marvel Snap Pokemon game, card game. You know how the whole point in Pokemon is actually the cards and the battling?
Yeah, right. You saying
That whole purpose. So Marvel
Oh, you saying a
Snap
physical
is a sick-
Marvel Snap game?
Marvel Snap is a great format for what should be a Pokemon style card battle game.
Oh, that's pretty
AR
cool.
based, you mean?
Jesus, Chris, have
When
you
you say
seen Marvel
Pokemon, I
Snap?
think
I got
collecting
Superior V. Look at that.
collecting Pokemon.
Check out this card.
No,
This
well,
one's
that's because
pretty
he
cool
doesn't
looking.
refuses to
Ooh,
download or look
that's
at Marvel
nice.
Snap.
What
So
is
when
that?
I say Marvel Snap, he's like, what?
Superior V-Star.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's a
And I
good
got a
one.
Ralts.
That's I got that thing in Go.
Yeah, I have that thing in Go, too.
Get your V-Star.
And I got one more pack here.
So this is Snap, and these are the cards that I've gotten in Snap. So just imagine this, a Pokemon. Because Pokemon's
Oh, you mean
a card
a card
I think they
form.
have games like that,
You're
though.
saying so
Like you can
Pokemon
play
Go
an
should be
actual-
more like Marvel Snap.
You're
is
telling
it?
me there's no
no.
app
They
like
just
that?
make a different game. Pokemon Go should always be Pokemon Go.
But
Because
you
Pokemon Go's
want
great.
a card
It'd be
view.
fun if there was a card battle game, because the origin of Pokemon is a card game.
I gotcha.
Thank
Within Pokemon Go.
Oh, this
Not
is
even
cool.
within Go. You forget Go. I'm just saying a different
This
game.
Dusclops has the same kind of art as
Yeah.
remember the Goop
He's a
Gas
soldier
Attack card back
Go.
in the day.
Oh, I
What is it?
lost
And
that other card.
there was a slow poke that had like a art
Never
like
bought
that.
that card.
I love
Stone,
that.
yeah, I can't follow.
Oh, that's a good Captain America variant. So yeah, in Snap
got
2, there's variants you
Clefable.
could buy.
Yeah.
So,
Nothing
like,
crazy in
depending
this
on the
deck.
different cards you own, you can get their variant cards too.
And the artwork's really nice.
It's beautiful. And then you upgrade the cards, and then the cards have different like 3D
That's cool.
animated.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's
fucking, I'm
definitely-
telling you, bud.
That's cool.
And it's a good, fun PvP game. Like when you're actually doing the matches and the battles.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just
quick.
not playing because fucking little Joe, you son
Everyone
of a
always
bitch.
ruins
All right,
everything.
you're the reason why I'm not playing because you won't
course.
play on Total. That's the only reason.
What?
I'm
Well,
cutting-
he's playing
I'm cutting
survival,
off
and
my
I've
nose
told
to
you
spite-
before.
I'll put Total in survival mode.
That's different.
No,
That's
it's
a
not.
whole other.
Start over fresh. Go out into the woods.
Jesus,
Same
that's
thing.
Well, yeah. Well,
then you
he's
could
playing
always
with
come
his
back to
sister and
Total.
brother and my cousin. So it's like,
Yeah.
All right, so that finishes up the
So
Pokemon.
it's
my
Pokemon
cousin
Now-
is on. You know, she's paying for her fucking realm. Sorry, bud. What?
No, no worries. I've been sitting next to a fucking box all night.
Yeah, we got
so
a cardboard
so
box
people are
there.
kind of.
What's
Here's
in
the secret.
box?
Joe is in the box.
Here's a session.
Joe
Imagine.
is
box
actually
the
in
whole
there.
time.
Oh, that'd be the
He
best.
lost to Shawn Michaels in a casket match, and that's the casket.
Ship it.
Just ship it. We have some. We do have some comments too, Chris. Do you think you could?
Yeah,
can't
I was
read them
just
at all.
yelling out.
So this
and,
is a box
no,
full of
no,
Ninja
no.
Turtles figures that I bought.
This is all Ninja Turtles.
All Ninja Turtles.
Last Ronin was awesome, by the way. Fucking love that.
I knew you were gonna like it.
So
Yeah, so these were actually on a massive sale on Entertainment Earth, and I got them for
buy
like
any lotto
half
tickets?
price.
Those are probably
So,
better than lotto tickets, honestly.
this
'Cause
is
they're gonna actually be
Scratch.
worth something.
So the story behind this character, Scratch, he's a cat dressed up like a prisoner, and in the original toy line, he was one of the rarest figures to come out in the entire toy line. And if you can get your hands on the original, he's worth thousands of dollars, like at the very least. If he's
That sounds
carded,
familiar.
he's worth tens of thousands, which is fucked up.
Tens.
But
of
Super
millions.
7 came out with a 7-inch version of him, and the big reveal. Oh, that's cool. That is a cool looking figure.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you guys can.
And they come with a
See that?
lot of
Yeah,
accessories for
alligator.
those too.
He's a cat.
Imagine getting that as a
It's
kid.
cat. Yeah.
Has so many good accessories. Fuck.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a.
little hammer.
And the size
Crack
of it
somebody's
too.
head.
That's
Fucking
very
cool.
cool.
I gave
Comes with a
our
ball and
friend,
chain and everything.
It was funny. I gave our friend Eric, his son Logan, his gifts. But of course, what is he attracted to? The gift bag with the paper mache in it.
Of course.
I was like, next time, bud, just grabbing that whole bag of paper mache for you. You're good.
That's it.
Get a ball pit of paper
You're
mache.
gonna get paper mache for your birthday.
By the way, just to remind you, his birthday party is the 19th, February 19th.
I think I already
Yeah.
RTO'd for it.
Yeah, I got to
You
double
better.
check. Yeah, I got to double check.
You
They
better.
were asking if I was like, you be there, and I
God
was like,
forbid.
oh yeah, for sure. I was like, wait,
God
shit.
forbid 2 people had off on the same day. You know what?
Oh well, you want to don't bring up work. Oh my God! Luckily me, luckily me and Rob aren't in the same department of the job, so it doesn't affect
All
us
right, so
as
that's
much.
number 1. Number 2,
Oh, you know, what it is?
Ace Duck. So
Daffy Duck.
I
This guy
I got
does
this
need
one.
a fucking museum. Somebody win the lottery and give him a
Yeah,
museum.
really. Anybody?
Good lord.
Fuck.
It belongs in a museum.
This is your thing?
Yeah.
And that's part of it is the camera that watches it?
No, I put that in there.
Oh.
It was like $30.
How many are there, Rob?
I got 3 more after this.
Are they all different colors? The other one was what? Blue, was it?
Well, it
They all-
depends on if they're turtle friends or villains.
Yeah, they're purple if they're
Yeah,
faux, right?
purple.
Okay.
So this is Ace Duck. I like
Oh,
him because
shit,
he
he looks
comes with the Tommy gun and stuff. He's got a full wingspan that you can put on him.
Tommy gun.
Yeah, he's got a Tommy gun right
I mean, how
there.
the fuck? I mean, all the Ninja
The
Turtles
ooze,
have
baby.
like medieval
So it's all about
weaponry.
the
And he's got
these,
a gun.
these are original figures. Yeah. These,
Well, I'm just
It's all
saying.
by Master Splinter.
This guy's got a gun. Meanwhile, the other guys are using like swords and shit.
Listen, a gun.
yeah, but he's a good
cannot
guy. So
You can't.
Tommy gun versus swords.
Listen, ninjas. They use the shadows,
they throw like a
sound and
they
silence.
throw like a smoke pellet. And
Yeah,
then
dude.
that's it.
Come on, ninjas. They
just
don't care
fucking
about
disappear.
guns. They'll be fucking. What's a gun gonna do when the guy's standing behind
Yeah,
you with
well,
a knife to your throat?
If that was true, the Ninja Order wouldn't have been freaking
That's
exterminated.
true, yeah,
You know?
One ninja.
I would like to open these eventually and like display them, but I just
That's actually what Ghost of Tsushima is
I
about.
don't
too,
have
by the
any
way.
room.
Well, Rob, if I ever
Room
win,
this
if I
guy.
win the lottery, then I'll make a museum and you can put your stuff in it,
That would be amazing.
and we'll insure,
Insure
it.
it.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
insure it,
God,
yeah.
That's the
Belongs in a museum.
need a fucking lotto win to
We'll
insure
have
all.
we'll
of it.
have my wing, which will probably be the size of my room, and we'll have
This
the
one's a
Rob
cool
wing,
one.
which
I'll
will
have the
be
Green Bay Packer wing. That'll be my wing.
This one's Slash. Slash is like the bad turtle. Remember him? He was in the
Oh,
original
yeah.
arcade game too.
Yeah, it was a cool one.
I remember Slash. Yeah,
It's like the Wario of the Ninja Turtles.
But
remember
Joe
him
wanted
from
me
the
to
game.
open up these for the show, so
maybe that's what I was thinking of. I was saying Crusher or something, but I think it was Slash.
Yeah, Slashy crazy.
Oh wait, that's Slash. He's a turtle.
Slash is a
Tasmanian
turtle.
devil.
If you can
What
make it
happened to
bigger.
him? Did he get freaking radioactive?
So he was a turtle that
Ooze.
was made by the shredder.
Oh.
you want to make
He actually was purposely made by the shredder, just like he made Rocksteady and Bebop.
like any
he made
writer. When you
Slash.
come to the end of your ideas, you go, wait. Let's just make an evil version of the good thing we have.
That's
Yes.
I mean everybody's done that. Fucking
Oh, yeah,
there's
it doesn't matter.
Faker and
Captain
He-Man
Planet,
and-
Zorro.
fucking I'm trying to think of Power Rangers.
Oh yeah,
Venom.
Fake,
Venom.
In fact,
Venom.
in fact,
Spider-Man.
Tommy started
Everything
as a
Marvel.
fake ranger.
What?
The Green Ranger started as a fake ranger. He was Lord Zed's fucking.
Oh right, yeah, he was
subject.
evil. That's right. Hell yeah.
And then he turned good.
He turned
Yeah.
good, then
I
he became the
remember the
White
story of
Ranger
Power
later,
Ranger.
came back as a White Ranger.
Well, he
the-
became the Green Ranger first.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. The Green
There's Hell's the
Ranger.
Green
Actually,
Ranger.
Joe's I think it's his cousin who follows us. XTA
Exacted TV.
Exacted. There we go. Thank you. He made a very, very nice Green Ranger helmet.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
made
shit.
a very nice one. And I
You have
think
to-
actually our buddy that we work with, Jimmy, is making one. That's like his next
well, he's got
commission.
a 3D printer, so
Yeah, he was saying he's got like a little business going on with that.
If we can get stormtrooper suits, oh man, that'd be great.
You want stormtrooper suits?
I always wanted.
That'd be
You know how
hilarious.
expensive a good stormtrooper suit is?
Yeah. You pay
It's
$1,200.
asinine.
Like, oh wow, it's $1,500.
Put them into mass production, like Disney, and they would sell. Sell them at Disney World. People would.
but
spend
they'd
the
never
money.
be right.
No,
Yeah,
but if
you
it
need
was
the good one.
officially licensed by Disney and sold out of Disney World, you can buy an
For
armor, a suit of
$3.99.
armor, and it was mass produced. It was a little bit cheaper. I guarantee you, people would be freaking pouring money out.
You know what's crazy? PS5 VR is fucking $549.
that's how much
Is it
the
even
other
out
one
yet?
was.
It's coming in the next few months.
I would need to know that there's certain games that are going to be on that because, like PS4 VR, what was the point? A couple of games.
I agree. I'm not
Harmonix
interested at all.
Harmonix was the reason to have
That's
that.
for $500 fucking dollars. No.
You know how many good
No,
trips
no.
they got on that?
I mean, listen, I'm all about it. You know
Leatherhead.
me. Leather, the alligator Ninja Turtle ooze guy.
Very nice.
Those are good ones.
Yeah, I got.
I don't even want to know how much you bought them for.
I think I got them
Yeah.
for like $12 to $15 a piece,
No shit.
and they're normally $55.
Yeah, no shit. Wow.
So there was a
much as
huge
I thought,
fucking
yeah.
sale. In
That's-
fact, shout out to Matt Giovanco who let me know.
Matt Giovanco
that,
told you?
Yeah,
Oh, Matt's fucking dude.
That's the
he
man.
let me
Man,
know
Love
that
Matt.
the sale was going
Talented
on.
artist. Oh, I kicked the camera. There it is.
Ruined the whole camera.
I'm
Just
sitting
end the
Indian
show.
style for fucking 2 hours.
You
My
guys
knees
got to
are
end
gonna
the
pop.
stream. Chris
What
kicked
happened?
the camera.
I kicked the camera.
Just kidding.
You kicked the
My
camera.
knees
I don't
are
know what it
gonna
looks
pop. I
like.
think we're all right.
Yeah, we're
A
fine.
little off center.
It's a little off. I got one more in here.
The hoof.
Got one more.
I feel like we need.
Oh,
Why
and I'm
haven't
very
we gotten a
excited
good
because-
Ninja Turtles anything
So
like
as
recently?
if I haven't gotten enough of these things.
Movie.
From the Super 7 website, my pre-order finally is going to be shipping soon. I got the notification. I got the 4 turtles in glow-in-the-dark form.
Oh, perfect.
Super 7 glow-in-the-dark fucking turtles.
Perfect for your room.
Hells, what
This
new
guy's
control are you
How many
talking
are
about?
in there? This guy,
Yeah, I
every
think
time
this
you
is the last
reach in,
one.
I'm like, what? Oh, okay.
5 in
I'm like,
total.
Jesus, this guy's got another one.
Yeah, another one.
Another one.
Another one.
I'm gonna go get another beer. What?
Another one.
What?
This is the last one. I'm sorry. I know this is taking them forever, but I think the figures are worth at least looking at for the money that I
They're
spent.
awesome.
You know.
What the fuck? I wish I had that shit when I was a kid. There's a problem with
Yeah.
being an adult. I saw a funny meme. Oh, did you share that meme? It was
Which
the guy
one?
laying under the Ninja Turtles tent, fucking, and it was like,
I didn't send that one. No,
who the fuck said? Was that in our group chat or another one?
I don't think. If it was, I
That's
missed
the
it.
problem these days. I fucking can't remember shit.
And this one, personal favorite of mine, Ray Fillet. Ray Fillet is a manta ray. See this one, Ben?
Oh wow, that one's gonna be worth something too, because that one's hard to get.
Is it?
I think I don't know. There was something about Ray Fillet that was hard to fucking get. I was reading about.
Well, what's cool is I
gonna
have
be a
the
demand
original
for it.
book of when the turtles met Ray Fillet, and he like worked at like an aquarium, and like the ooze got on him, and he fucking becomes Ray Fillet, and then the Foot Clan are doing some shit at his aquarium, and the turtles and him fight them, and he ends up becoming a homie with the turtles.
Jesus, Rob, it was the perfect meme for you. How did I not share this?
Oh. You gotta get on topic.
Yeah, I'm gonna get over actually.
Topic.
But yeah, that's my Ninja Turtle haul. I'll show off the glow-in-the-dark turtles when I get them. I'm also extremely excited. Maybe by the time in fact, I will have it by the time we do our next episode. I'm actually getting the Proton Pack.
Oh, it's
It's
shipped.
It's coming on Tuesday.
Whoa.
I'm
How
getting
long
it
ago did
on-
you order that? That
Oh
was
my
back when we
god!
watched
It's like
the
at least a
first
year and a half ago. Like
Holy shit.
Yeah.
when we went to go see the Ghostbusters movie, whenever that was.
That was fucking what? Last February?
That was a while ago.
Oh, so it was a year. So yeah, about
Definitely
a
a
year.
while ago.
I pre-ordered. I backed the HasLab thing and ended up getting the wand, which I already have the wand, and I'm very excited to hook it up to that. And I'm gonna probably have to invest in an Alice pack because that's what they mounted the original
Right. You were
Proton
saying
packs
that there was
to.
somebody out there selling it, right?
So I mean, you can get an Alice pack anywhere. I think even Amazon sells Alice packs, but I'll eventually get one of those, put it on the Proton pack, and like I've said before, I think the whole thing weighs only about 15 pounds, which is like got to be record breaking because the ones that people make themselves are between 45 and 50 pounds with all the tech that they put into them because it's all metal pieces and speakers and
Stainless fucking
all the
steel,
shit that
heavy
they're
ass.
making it like as if it was a real fucking thing. So like people are like dying wearing these shits.
Yeah.
And I've worn them, like friends of mine that have
Like, oh, cool, that's
Ghostbuster
awesome,
like
have it back.
cosplayers have let me put it on and shit. And it's cool, but I know I myself I would not be able to last all day wearing that.
No.
But this is gonna make it more reasonable. So I'm gonna
And you can't cheap out
probably
on the
test
straps
drive.
either. You know, you need like real.
The straps I
backpack
heard
level.
are really good that they put on this set. I've seen all the videos. I can't wait to get my hands on this fucking thing. I'm definitely gonna probably show that off on the next episode. That's gonna be probably a talking point of the next episode.
So now it's really you gotta get.
I'm gonna
this-
have to get a flight suit
Yeah,
and all that
that's it.
shit. And I already have. You know, funny enough, the belt
the
that I
goggles,
use
I
for
guess, if
Sergeant
you really
Slaughter
want.
is actually the Ghostbuster belt. So I'll just repurpose that belt. And I already have the Spectro goggles from Matty Collector.
Oh, you have them?
I have the goggles from Matty Collector. Yeah,
Jesus.
the original.
So you're doing an alternate reality,
So,
real life Peter
Peter
Griffin,
Buster.
Ghost Peter. Jesus.
Peter Busters.
It's not even fair how easy it is.
It just dressed up like other characters. It just be the fat guy version of them. Hey, look, it's another fat Goku.
Oh fuck. Hey man. writes itself.
It's
Love
fun.
It.
It's
I love
fun.
it.
It's fun getting to be the fat.
I
version
love
of
watching
of
people
things.
love it too. That's actually a very
I enjoy
the
making
fans-
people laugh. I mean, that's
Jesus.
always been my
That's
MO.
true. That's how you
don't charge
survive.
anybody.
Rob survives off the energy of others. Otherwise, you just deflate and die.
Just dead. I
He's
wish I would deflate for
I
Christ's sakes.
know. I knew I used the wrong word. I said
You
it, not
did.
like
You
that.
did. You fucked up.
But yeah, that's a good one. That would be a good Comic-Con one too. I feel like we should be seeing a new, Ghostbusters movie. That was
Well,
Afterlife
Ernie
was
Hudson confirmed that he's going to be involved in the next Ghostbusters movie.
that's cool for him. But I want to hear it from like a fucking director.
That'd be cool. Well, I mean, he's in the movie, so he ought to know.
True.
They wouldn't let him announce shit, and they're like, "No, we're not, Ernie. Like we're not doing
Don't
this."
say that yet, Ernie.
I'm sure he's under some kind of direction. But there's a new video game, I think, that either just came out or is coming out. I'm not sure.
I
What the
keep
fucking
losing. I
story
think
is
we brought
with
this up a dozen times, and we say the same thing every time.
I have no clue what the fuck is going on with that Ghostbusters game, but it should, I hope it's.
I thought it was something we'd
The
be able
last
to play.
Ghostbusters game was fantastic. In fact, I considered that to be Ghostbusters 3 because it had all the original Ghostbusters as voice actors. They were doing that for a while. They were getting like the actual people from movies to voice their characters in video games. They did it with The Godfather, Marlon Brando's last credited thing was voicing the Don in fucking
In the
some
game.
other
Great game, the Godfather game.
There's some insight to all that though. If you read some like stuff about Rockstar, where like Rockstar used to, they used to do that.
Yeah.
They had Sam Jackson, they had a bunch, but it was insanely challenging. Not only with kind of the
Dealing with their
the
egos.
prima donna ego shit, but their schedules are fucked. Actors' schedules are shit.
Yeah.
They're all over the place everywhere. They're very difficult to pin down. And for a lot of these things, they would need like tweaks. They would just need like a little bit more, or this wasn't set. And they just couldn't get them out there for those little things. So they always had to compromise, and they were like, "We're fucking done with that." Because I think at that point they were like, "We have the tools. We don't need to lean on those things. We have the quality of
Honestly,
game."
I think it's better this way because it gives actual voice actors a fucking chance.
Yes, 100%.
You know what I
That's
mean?
way
It's
better.
like-
Actors don't need more revenue streams. They could literally go do animated fucking movies in their pajamas and make obscene money. Actually, though, still didn't see Avatar. Anybody see Avatar?
Didn't
Nope.
see Avatar
Nobody-
yet. I
no.
might see it tomorrow.
$1 trillion movies
I don't
beat
know
every
anybody
movie.
that
It beat
saw it.
Top Gun. It beat Avengers. Everything. I've never seen it. I don't know.
Well,
Anybody
it's just
that
there's
has
been
ever
so
seen
much time since the last one that I gotta watch the last one to really kind of remember what's going on. And
Fucking Blue Fern Gully,
want
man.
to.
That's all it
it.
is.
Ooh, that's not wrong.
yeah, I'll
Fucking-
probably
that's what
watch
it
that
is.
though.
I will watch it.
I wanna see
James
The
Cameron
Whale.
will be really pissed because I'm going to watch it
Brendan
at home.
Fraser's movie.
I want to see the Will,
Oh,
Brendan
right,
Fraser's movie. Yeah, he
I
plays
heard he
like a
was
mobile
great in
beast.
it,
Yeah, I definitely want to see that. We're already 2 hours in. Fuck the theremin. We'll talk about that next week.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing it now. I'm too tired. It
Yeah,
won't
he
be-
doesn't want
it
to do
won't
it.
be funny.
It's a sin. It took too long.
We'll do it. We'll open up the next show with the
Hell,
theremin.
Quantumania.
Fuckers.
Spirits Unleashed, this Ghostbusters game's called?
Spirits Unleashed.
Yeah, let's-
Anything? We'll see what we talk about next week. We should.
Well, like
we're
I
all
said,
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
here
get
next
the
week,
proton
right?
I mean, we're in
pack,
a
so
really
that should be cool.
stale, stagnant, fucking kind of time of the year.
Maybe we
We're
should
really
play some
trying to
games
kick
next
off.
week or something. Well, actually, the Royal Rumble's coming up.
Yeah, that's
So
the
Royal Rumble from
episode.
2000.
It's not that same weekend, but we need to have an episode all together, or we need to have a meeting. So we'll,
All together now. All
I
together.
think, yeah,
now, all
no.
maybe a
together
stream. We gotta play some games. Sea of Thieves.
We should
No,
fucking play
We'll
like
do
something old. Like I got the Def Jam fight for New York and shit.
Yep.
That could be fun. Post
When we
something
played No
old out.
Mercy and we played WCW
People do
versus
like that.
NWO, and
We
I
did.
fucked
It
with
multiple
Scott
times.
Steiner, and I fucked everybody up, and
You
you
did.
guys all joined together and crippled me.
Let's do it.
beautiful.
Yeah,
By the end of it, Scott Steiner was like dragging his leg and holding his neck because you guys kept.
We got to do
Greg
that again.
Jennings got
Yeah,
the team on his
maybe we'll
back.
do that next week. We'll play some games.
Fuck yeah.
But Rob, you know what to say. Take us home, brother.
Guys, always super appreciative for the viewers. We do this for you. We do
do it for
use it
ourselves.
as an excuse to get together.
Pretty
once
much
a week.
doing
We're
what
all
we would do
friends.
if we were just hanging out anyway.
And but we
PlayStation
really
chat.
really thank the people that take the time to watch our episodes and stuff,
Hell
and all the
yes.
friends that give us
Love you
stuff
guys.
like the Rip and Chip Arena.
Thank you, Joe, for tuning in.
Marina, thank you. Thanks, Hells, for always popping in, and
Tricky Ricky, when he always watches and
Tricky
comments.
Ricky,
that he
we
missed
started too late for Tricky
it,
Ricky.
and he feels
today.
bad every time he misses it.
we
Shout out
fucked
Tricky
up.
Ricky.
We fucked up for
It's
for
our
Tricky
fault.
Ricky,
Yeah,
but
we'll
we'll do better in the future.
We're
Oh, Wild
we
Bill
will.
Kelso's. He said he's from North Babylon. He's living in Atlanta.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Bill Kelso, for throwing in some context tonight.
Appreciate
we
it.
appreciate you guys tuning in.
Thank you.
And,
If you guys like the show, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends. And as always, this is the Break Room Podcast. Snoochie Boochies, and may the force be with you.